The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobe Rutela. It's exactly 4:13 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:13 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to political show on the planet right now. We are live across the world. We are live in Africa. If you want to watch us live on TV, go to what's the name? Multi-TV, search us on Multi-TV, Loud Silence TV. You get us live on Multi-TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We're also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook this evening, streaming live on Loud Silence TV. With all due respect, it's our official Facebook page. We are live right now. We are also live on radio. Go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to the show live. And also, if you have an Apple device or an iOS, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We are back again tonight to discuss Ghana. The Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, is in the news. She has taken over Ghana. The news in Ghana. What we'll be doing tonight is we will break down how things are going for the Chief Justice. We heard from the presidency a few days ago that the president has forwarded some petitions to the Council of State for them to deliberate on it and also after take the next action. The Chief Justice and his boys from the NPP, led by the half-foot Godfrey Dame, they have flouted a lot of things, a lot of rules in this country which they have to face the law, but they have decided to exhibit the highest form of ignorance and political foolishness. Tonight, we will take our time, break it down for you to have a clear understanding of what is going on in Ghana. If you're watching me tonight, Freunia, Naunia, and Freunia, Kevin Taylor and Ghost team are live tonight. And we apologize for the late start of tonight's show. Kevin Taylor is back. Nationwide, worldwide, everybody is here to listen to the truth. Inti enyumbre, yabeju jansem nimu Ghana for ehunokre no. Be endabe miuni na President John Mahama ede eye Assembly Free Presidency beka kire Ghana for say. Eye Chief Justice ne honsem biaba ma nipa bi atwero ne honsem say waye nwome bi a sebio dwumadi a wodi no emfata o se atwe ne to akonwa. Na President John Mahama onye president a sebio oye Jimmy Ford say Omubia Omobaye no or the Sakrata na the Akoma Council of State so omuhwehwem na omuhwehwem na so muhu se sebio ensem na eye nipa na omde petition de baye no e wongyina so a na de ewo ho no omaye ende yate se eye Godfrey Dame a oye former attorney general oye criminal obi anim so oye kromfo a obu nkotodwa ne nan mienu nyina ntumi nsiwo one MPP fo bi a omoye Chief Justice ne mba osono maame ne mba oma pre Supreme Court ye nyoma bi wo ho enyumbre ye bedwudwam ama Ghana fo ehunokure no de ekọ ene de eba efa Chief Justice ho in fact so wotie in some na ekọ I say Chief Justice tankasa gi atum say I say we deep boni bi because se me menye boni na mete ya na wo kam o kansem a emfa me ho so wura dem ne ka say kromfo wonya kromfo a enhaw but it looks like the Chief Justice is Russian. She is making people do things. Yeah, it is making her look like she is guilty about something, and I'm so surprised. And I believe that the president, with a good heart, he wanted to protect the Chief Justice. And Intina, when taking a unilateral decision, say, okay, petition about maybe send me bulldozer me way through because I hate the Chief Justice. But the president loves the Chief Justice. The president believes in the rule of law. The president, John Mahama, on himself, or say Yedemra Juma, into your say. Amrano yenkoso yendiso senebeya Chief Justice odono no asembia sebio obintumi kofa asemo enhye no ana entwa asemo nto no so nanso it is looking like the Chief Justice of Ghana no bibinti I say why gitri kakra ono ankasa set up gang to go after the presidency, go after the law. It is looking like Chief Justice is guilty, but nobody has said she's guilty about anything. The president is protecting the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice doesn't want to be protected. Mentiasie. Chief Justice, the President of the Republic is doing everything possible to protect you by using the law. But you also don't want the President to protect you. Why? And these are some of the questions Ghanaians are asking. Is the Chief Justice really somebody we can trust? Because the President is using the law to protect you, to at least give you a fair hearing. But the Chief Justice says, no, I want to use MPP dogs. Because Echire wa bibi ana unim se bia boni bi na we di ntina ama Chief Justice no enyumbre ana ende ofrefre MPP emwa ne so mombra no monko court na ono angasa enye ne selehen na selehen no ye wia no da kofa Black Star team no mde akwa kwhye Sudan yeduru ho ebedwum ama wiase nyina ehudie komedin e de Kevin Ekoberu Taylor oma obobo mechi dom no the ghost team no they are on standby all over the place. They are making sure say asemi de bebro ha bia na yahwehwem apensem Spider, it was like 2-3 minutes ago. The ghost team are putting everything together to make sure say the beba ho nyumbre nyina no solid. One here nyumbre show no ye bepon exactly 10:45, not 11 Ghana time. 10:45. I need to take care of something to 10:45 no and ye bepon. My daughter is having her artwork has been picked. Every year her artwork is picked for exhibition. This year Zara's artwork has been picked again. So I have to be there to watch my daughter's artwork. So many people coming around to see it. Inti, a big deal for me. Every year, my daughter, she's a smart kid. Inti, I have to be there. I have to support her. I need to make sure I leave for the place. So we might end the show, or we will end the show before 7 p.m., which is before 11 p.m. in Ghana. Now, Nash is watching us tonight. Nash is watching us tonight. Tonight is Nash. All right, I can see Nash. Nash. I'm saying Nash, not Nash. Nash is watching us. Florence Adonis is live on YouTube. MFA Udru Kwatin is also live on YouTube tonight. Thank you very much. Ahwa Derek is live on YouTube this evening. Also, Louise is watching me this evening. Noah Alawiye is watching me this evening. Emmanuel Tete is live here on Facebook. I can see Uja. I can also see Justice Agbesi. I can see Serenity McCarthy watching me tonight on Facebook. Evans Osetutu is live here. Thank you very much. Isaac Atinoto is also watching me. If I got your name wrong, I'm sorry. The pronunciation, I'm very, very sorry if I got it wrong, but I respect you. I respect your names. Linda Saxon is watching me tonight. Rapson J is live here. Issa Abdullah is watching. Kevin Teleghost. Good evening to Deportee. Deportee, all the way in the Bronx. Deportee, good evening to Deportee. Big up to my friend. Big up to yourself too. I'll link up with you. Deportee. All right, and good evening to Frank Williams. Good evening to Sylvia McCarty. Good evening to Sahadatu watching me tonight. Maggie is here, and also Solomon Osei all on YouTube tonight. And also Dignity is watching me. Akosia Tina is live here. Mohammed Yakubu is watching Kevin Telegos team around the world, across the world. This is With All Due Respect extended version. We are streaming live from our studios in Washington, D.C. We are across all platforms, everywhere. Bloggers are ready to take pieces of food from me. And your bloggers, they are waiting in line. They are waiting. Boss, Abba. They say, Obia, you ready? Screen recording. Is it on point? Bloggers, when you're ready, Kevin, tell Abba, charge it. My father can't go my watch. Reading, I a baby, and no boy. But I'm not ba. My father can't go near Fanjim. Bloggers now ready. Hey, a screenshot to be Kevin the on your bar. Skangwa, Sikani Kevin Taylor. I don't know. Martin said, "Aye, Bloomberg aba." Or say 18 million has made him a good man. Hey, Fosu Bloomberg, no. Kennedy Japan, Meadow, no homo Kennedy. Oh, Kevin Taylor. Oh goodness, Lord. Meadow Kennedy, no homo. I'm. Yaswa bagana any educator be sure when you ever quiet no beko when you ever quiet any baumia wasam when Jimmy MP before. All right, now let's go straight and take our business. Team, are you with me? Should we just hit the road? We don't have enough time today. Nyash, Mr. P, Mr. S, I've told you guys, make sure you call Nash. When you call Nash, tell him to change his name to something, because anytime me a me hu ni din wa bia na ma born wrong. Ni din ya Nash, Nash, anya Nash. Nash unim Nash ho asema ko bisa Eve Adam. In some na ya church be nyina Nash na kofa ba yo. Say ade no Adam time na omo garden nim no. Hey prophet no ma ba. Omo garden nim no. Enna ade de ko si nyina ne say na onyame take rest so nyankopon oyemfantini. Akwa bi ni Bible Nyankopon infantini into the matter no one wu Yesu na Nyankopon se there nko or take nap kakra ai okwa heaven infantifo nko or heaven was antini o heaven plating yes so santifo so me entienti o mundu heaven infantifo nko and obe hu nzema fo kakra apokanye ai epremotwe omo so omo ho okwa heaven nzema fo kakra enkranfo ndi enkranfo okwa heaven met my church, Mobia, or heaven. In Craft over heaven, and Craft woman of kitchen. I am dear heaven do Kunonia de Omo ye Mukonia, and Craft for the heaven there, Oko heaven kitchen, heaven restaurant in ya, and Craft for there. Heaven, Uncle Soban Coupon Fia, Omo managers, administrators, no, Uncle Brew, Mrs. Hollandis, Mrs. Bent, Omnium Fantafon, Yankupon Fia Fantafon. But so do have is now open Oma. Almost all getting about to dog chain. You go as on the phone on your market or town into do heaven first light as on phone you got I swear hell I'm no more bonte and over turn more jum obia begiri de entafo no more eyedien omo entafo no more heaven no omo de omo shada eba eye o say wadru heaven no area tunton koko ne ade entafo ne ton ai koko papa no heaven e yuo koko ne entafo no ai mumuni eye fatimata omo no heaven entafo no mton koko heaven ai opa mo fa wasa mo ko bia nka ne de na eye hwanfo biom bonofo oba heaven omo no mo dua koko bayira ne ade obekọ na bonofo mo gu heaven east coast heaven east coast bonofo omo gum ena mo dua koko maye ena eyi koko ne ade na aka hwan mo aka hwan mo awonafo oba heaven awonafo mo no nya nkra no omo no nya nkra no ai oba heaven yo area bi efe no awona lane omo nya nkra ma Nyankopon enti Nyankopon ne pet bi ye nkra ai omo nya bi no omo wi bi nkra emfa ai awonafo omo wi okra nyina enti ai sa Nyankopon de rules bi by say heaven no e sia be so wi okra e so de ba na Nyankopon sign it because na nkra mo heaven omo 33,000 awonafo de wi be 80,000 na de aka de ehu enti sa ba heaven omo ka nkrama no so frafrafo ai obeko no ma dress nkraman o ho na otumu nkrama mo beauty contest ni ade ai busa akwe obeko ba heaven frafrafo na nye nyankopon krama no mo hwe so omu gurum nkraman bokonom twetwetwa nkraman dua nice na nkraman fine enti nyankopon pia bo se nkraman omo so nyankopon de embagu akoto omo so nyankopon yi de ni kakra omo awe nkraman no na omo ye 88,833 amafo no we 88,000 frafrafo jai now asemena na make up da ko pia ha anya hia na do ko pia Nyashia na demako heaven eyimu frafrafo. All right, okay, let's go. My team say yanko. Enti nyashi nya na yankopon garden nim. Na Evie ya ye Evie ya okofu dua. Tata so motwa haban, unba haban and leave atarataro mo because privacy. Na ofu haban no ofu dua no. Na anka pa no. Enti na Adam or bon kofie, unimu kofie. Na okuta ho aso no otutu from into during the children na nyas and then the cover problem in buy. All right guys, abuache 2 minutes we are doing the show.
Yo, we are best fishermen no no answer my abuache iwo fufu Belgium kwan e wa betia Belgium kwan e wo tuwa Belgium kwan why yo yeah why round why.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's exactly 4:26 p.m. 8:26 in Ghana. Remember, well be who boy be our cromfo. Yadi emumu yane me ya wumi ye mumu dada ma emumu ena meni asefra. Inti mi hu hwe na mente hwe. William Anefi Sapon, he's a criminal. Oye wi. Mama na djuma 2 person onye oye wi. Me ye mumu mente asem. Ena meni asefra. Inti mi hu de ekọ. The answer me to show so me bibia the miniman say William Anefi Sapon. This boy is a criminal. Baby abehuni bia ka say who ewi. Do not do business with this guy. Akwa we mama na djuma 2 pen am say onye in this world. Ewe asase we mu. Me say onye den on be kan che Ghana for so or your medical doctor because that is what he has been boasting of. On for the certification make sure or your medical doctor. And a 20 seconds pe on be kan chere wiase nyina say until any gold zook meeting mu emfa jo mahama picture and in the picture and chere Arabians and kan chere mo say omo be invest o Ghana o gold zook mu na at the end of the day no obema mo munya millions of dollars do mo money ska. 2 things. This boy, he's a criminal. Your friend William Anefi Sapon. Mami body dini bi mu chere mo. Williams Anefi Sapon. Or see ade bi twetwema me hombra bi clinic bi or see ene dia. That clinic is not a clinic. What they are doing there, they are destroying lives. A Spintex Medical Clinic. A clinic. Omuni certification papa biya. William Anefi Sapon is a thief. Oyewi. Nobody should do business with this boy. Until this boy comes out to tell the world that he's a medical doctor who has been certified by the Ghana Medical Council or Dental Council. You see, you need to be certified. You need to be certified. You need to have the documentations. Enya ding enisa ya dimao. Inti ombra bontene na omekanchre wiase nyina say ono oye doctor ni certification ni onka Ghana Medical Dental Council so de onko certification mra kwasia unim ni bon ni deal no. Ne papa enso ya kromfo. This man has been entertaining and helping this boy to steal. This man has been helping this boy. Man way and then the bushing for he knows about this boy's corruption. He knows this boy does not have a certification as a medical doctor. He knows this boy is a criminal who is using the president's name. Until they should come out and tell a Ghana, you know, say this boy in a certification and this boy has not sat in any meeting to use the president's name. This is the boy's mother. She's a criminal. Me say, me hu bibia o, me mente hwe, me dem American am show. I me chama taxes my US government. Anything like in Japan ba America, or se membra court no, or ko American court no de dia bre. Nti me mente hwe, me dem ni man sam America. This boy ne ma amenie, ne ma ameso your kromfo. The woman knows about this boy's crimes. Nti be bia be woman me we bia no, this woman she has not been able to tell her son to come on social media, come on TV, release an official statement, read it himself on TV, live Facebook page, 10 minutes, 5 seconds, to tell the world he's a medical doctor. Mami wait him send the for. They are liars, they are thieves. Whatever they eat today is from scam, it's for criminality. Neba ni Arabians bi akotena dem say na damfo ne John Mahama obo din ni wo meeting nim. Me pese obeka se onye saa. Obo din ni John Mahama ne ono ne picture kire o mo say na damfo ne John Mahama. Boy we mami we nim. So mu ne obebia oyewi. Don't associate yourself with this criminal until he comes out to tell the whole world to say he knows nothing. He has not met any Arabians. He has not sat in any Zook meeting to mention John Mahama's name as his friend. And also, Gold Board is something that he is part of. Secondly, he needs to come and show us a certification that just say, or a medical doctor. Because he has been walking around the country saying he's a medical doctor, certified by the Ghana Medical Council. Even in his first letter, Bina Oman law firm Troy, in his own letter, he said he has been certified by reputable institutions in Ghana. I'm waiting for the reputable institutions. Therefore, you have shot yourself in the foot. We want to know the reputable institution that certify him as a medical doctor. So, I am not done. I'll be back again tomorrow. These are his kids, his siblings. These are his siblings. They are also part of the crime. Especially boy we on fraud. No. So they should go and tell their father. Enquire when Papa said, "Da, Adentina Williams on your side we na wudin ehuntono." Ma, adena William on your side way na wudin ehuntono. Adena monkancha Papa say, da ye bra. Onye bonia on me kan you bia some fana some kwa ye bra so a doctor on for the certificate in chire mo bra ye kronfo mo papa so nim so mo bra ye kronfo mo papa ye kronfo mo maame ne so ye kronfo mo de munim de ba anka mo nyina matete ebi be ko jail very soon o meda jail o pie biem to exit jail and see biem people will spend the rest of their lives in jail 10 to 25 years amanfo be ko jail. We use the agro. Ya din o and ye concept no. Ya din yanka bibia because unim de owa unye de kese. Honorable, we don't talk too much. Ya din and ye hwe de ekọ. Ye de ekọ se bibi mfa ye ho. Ye de hwe de ekọ. De ekọ na ekọ. Na efidie de so mu a na wa kire de ekọ system nim. Ai asama de ugira bontina wa den na ye bubu adaka for de ugire ba. Honorable se sa de mu odin. Ana efi sapon be ko jail. Yes, he will go to jail. And on any group be jail. Between 10 to 25 years, they will spend it in jail. Very, very soon. All right, Academy. Ghana youth are moshame around the world. This is good news. The distractions in Ghana there, you should forget. Distractions there. MPP 4% distracted Ghana for with Jandam and the lies. Me say MPP 4% distracted Ghana for focus. Sa abana modema John Mahama, he is delivering and he will deliver. The NDC for in do 3 months solid. On the 7th of April, NS 3 months, John Mahama be the president. Sa 390 days, only some AC. Aha. Until next time, to abana to ababa nyanse, nyanse ni odi be di usro di AC. And it's not debia to ababa nyanse ni to abama party nyansa for wom. And this is why within less than 3 months, you are seeing what is happening. Now see. And we are got any young man now, Shemia. A year after forcing or your finance minister by parliament. Ebe catch Ghana for say, John Mahama shemu Bobby. Oka se monfa to me emano, munya ni mujidie, na betting tax na ekufu adomo, ede area the young people and so because you say nkwara na twa bet obwa. Ma menchiro. Omo twa bet power Ghana omo di 55 to 60 years. I'm telling you. Me say, so bit na baby catcher say, omo mucha bet no, young men of today, they are lying to you. Young men of today, don't need this mucha bet. The people who invest a lot in betting in Ghana are people over 45 to 60 years. They are the ones who bet a lot in Ghana. Go and do your statistics and see. Inti the betting tax na ye free or no. Memo bin try be say youth no. No. The betting tax ye free or no. Impedifo no krampo na Nyankopon aboa ma joma ha me yi bed na free omo so. The youth have been used as their smoke screen. The youth na be di enim and omo de da Ghana for say youth ni the twa bet. Youth no. Uyi Ghana youth 10. Emu be 6 pe the twa bet. Uyi Ghana nkokora mpenifo a omo di over 45 years to 60 years a. Emu 9 omo twa bet. Emu asofo. Emu a teacher for, emu police for, emu a ahemfu twa mutwa bet no. Sa 45 over no, omutwa bet brutal. Especially ahemfu. Ahemfu bi twa bet wo Ghana no. Ene ahema bi, okona se omutwa bet na omote ho anoma yesei. Oma calculate adjust you be share. PSG bet draw with the 2 and over. Me twa bet me twa over ne sa anyama no over 2.1 ne ehia for the twa sa de no. Ye dey 3 games straight up 30 minutes. Amfa na amfa. Me twa bet $500. 2 games first 30 minutes 2 goals. Amfa na amfa na makoda. Me need time for and a 2 over and under. Ehia for the yes over and under 2 to score 2.1. Me sa anyama I don't go there. I don't have time. Me ehia for na omutwa twa aviator ne 2.2 amaka say me sanya onyo nimo sa mo betting odds no calculations hunu ohia for na we 0.2 na over underscore na overscore me twa bet 3 games first 20 minutes buy and 2 nam the 2 goals amount $500 nam the 2 me twa 2 games 3 games first 30 me twa me bet over 30 minutes apo na we ehia ni u twa bet over 30 minutes na wakoma yare aba na uti TV hu 10 minutes me nya code miki o me twa esikafo bet team ne ekọ it me twa 2 games $50 $300 $400 first 10 minutes first goal second time and one no first half you win and one me ko benim me need time for and na me betena game ba ko ho game minimum FC adjust you dwuma bi o mu di ye no me and my wife 2018 in Ghana adjust you na adjust you ne FC Nantes na adjust you ne it's a French team obo game 2-2 that time me try no adjust you lead 2-1 me try game no that time those time 2018 na me ba be di dey 80 million why na catch wife say wife yam kwa bonten ne o joint board and so man ho opposite the police station for saying there was a joint opposite the Dansuma police station. Your friend mo amuti Dansuma munim ho. There's a joint, there's a joint to be ho. Dansuma police station joint ho. Now almost had on rice, fried rice, jollof and a joint. Oh DB. Jack, and I'm the wife movie. You do what I'm catching will be out also 1-1. Say game now I can bet 10 minutes near pong. I just will lead it 2-1. I can bet 3 minutes near pong. And yet Timberland, there's another one there. Affem because now my German call for your good house. Oh, I'm talking about Sahara. Police quarters now no. And your star bite. Police quarters now no. Opposite this joint at Chapao. Oh, me busa wife you obeka be. And your Kit Kat. No, it's not star bite. We at Satama stop sango from we go nyamo ya new. Yani OGs asem ye 2014, 2013, 2014 asem home style. Hey, Boake, oh ya guy wati. Home style. Boake, oh ya guy wati, oh ya guy. Dance my home style. My German call for home style, my German call for. Oh no, home style, oh no. Good evening to this man. Oba on the parties on my table, hanam so many parties I table ha. Me karata ni about Nations Cup. Is it 2019 and 18? Bansi. You for player no Burkina was the Bansi. Now so Tori she inside or wife you walk right corner. A man for him the oko. Home style. Home style. OGO. Unya OGO uhu dia make kaka no. Me kwa matija man call for table bi amomo 1-1. Aka 3 minutes near pong. Me fra another club me ya panyan. Adjust your man go for latikano. And then as me top me so adjust you. Into me bet me catch when you know. And ya na me bet na say ede nyame masa. If you ask yet no the obey bi anya sika no make sure say unkonya asab. unkonya problem. O bet so am wadwiri mu nda ho. Betting is addictive. Ujimi ebekum. Nti so ka so be betting, make sure you restrict yourself sometimes. Betting it is so be onom drugs. If you are not intelligent enough to control yourself, it will destroy you. I am not the one to come and counsel you on that. You need to know that betting is addictive, and that to be part of betting, you need to psych yourself not to be addicted to betting. Inti yani yetu funo ni ama ohun de ko. Jack, meje club ba ko ba girl ba ko bi so ma me club ba ko me de men say si forma a check me phone na 22. Ajasio. FC Ajasio busa me wife. Ni remfi omo da. Me tie so mo second division, me so mo ngu team no. The Ajasio dia yem wo Ghana no. Inti right now no, the whole thing is the finance minister came to tell you say budget no or the assembly by say omo betwa betting tax. Now parliament passes bill to abolish betting tax. Adia Ekufuado ne Bawumia Kennedy Japan or say chairman sabonsumutina parliament Ekufa be share mo kon no and the John Mahama and then the NDC no omako parliament ako yefri ho. Right now no John Mahama na also order nsa ehekratase na enu no. Enti by next week Tuesday die ebi kura ochina John Mahama de nsa be hye na betting tax. I understand friend bet tax and a betting tax no John Mahama ne NDC omo yefri omo mpre omo. Hey, we na enyansani o kan asem chiro a odi so. NPP for idea bi so omo ba omo besa the betting tax aba mammo bia mo chance no. That is their plan. Now another good story so e-levy MPP for Edibeto Ghana for so ye can bibia omo ntie no and John Mahama ne NDC through a finance minister no omo wie budget no omo de akọ parliament emo ma eden omo abolish and say omo e-levy free wo emission levy eye enwusie levy no ye free ho. Inti as I speak to you no in wusie levy na Ekufuado mo de baye no ochina na Monday John Mahama the president or the nsa ebehye kratase na we yi eno so efri ho sa tax John Mahama kan ho asem so obeyi ni nyina covid obeyi ni nyina kakran obaye sa adwuma ni nyina NPP for idea bi say omo ye jimi ya ho ne de tumi ma omo bi ma omo de e-levy beba omo de emission tax beba omo de betting tax beba menye mistake upon the omeka chiro bia mentie because omo idea bi say betting tax ombesa ko fa ba Affem making any NPP for ako meeting omo chairman no general secretary Ekufuado ne Bawumia matena say they want to bring back betting tax because omo ka chire Ghana for so obo be kipi enti mema Ghana ni bia anya mistake emission e-levy covid ni nyina John Mahama be yefrio MPP 4% almost sade ba. Mema Ghana for ma opportunity be ever because it's part of their manifesto. They are writing their 2028 manifesto small. Omo dia shem manifesto ni mu say 2028 no omo ba ombesa the e-levy aba. Omo ba ombesa the betting tax aba. Omo ba ombesa the emission tax aba. Omo ba taxes a John Mahama etwam ni nyina no ombesa the aba because omo hu ni say was say omunye sika na omubu Ghana for. Until nobody should take the NPP serious. Nobody should give them any opportunity to even come back and try to do that. It is a stop it side away forever and ever. Nobody should give the NPP any opportunity to come back to even win 80 seats in parliament again. We need to lower the number of seats they have in parliament to 24. Because you have more opportunity. Adia John Mahama clear or you be possible to get rid of these taxes, no? Very important. All right. Now, my men child the echo, yes, BBSC, Enra, yes, say the Interior Minister Muntaka Mubarak echo asantimemu, and Sebio PZ enya obiadia enya bandia Ghana for amu asantimemu emubi eton ade o hɔ ejato hɔ no. Muntaka Mubarak or Interior Minister Eddie Diane Kakra any anwa kakra eka say sebio enye obia na sebio na oweduane wo fie a ejato ho sebio ye onkofo a omono bojobojwa na omo ni market akese e o PZ ho na ejato ho no omo so obi wo ho a anajo ana opon wa ni tomatoes kiti obi oton ana ni toothbrush bi no oboaboa no de kosi obi store enim e na okoda baby sankofo ni nyina no omudwetire obi okrompo a ade oton ye no sebio na ebia oton nya adro kakra na oton belt oboa ni nyina no ni sika ni sales nyina ode hye sa abotom na okekere ye e na ode ko hye obi store enim because onim say ho is safe Adeɛ chia ɔbɛba bɛsesa na wakɔ n'anim. Now, eja tohoma san nkɔfo ni nyina ɔmo ho aka. Enti Muntaka any NDC for any aban we ka said abi. So who picture ni big sa anaka kraka sa say obi a wo stock kese bia wo ho bia na ho kan ya na sebio wo ya aban a wa adwene no sebio enkɔfom sa. Enti Muntaka as interior minister na tena ase hu said abi. Picture no we are looking at the bigger picture, but there are people down there ade we affect your ma e was see find the way near solve almost a problem kakra mo because aban entumi solve problem ni nyina sisi a enti Muntaka oye interior minister ne ka say omo hia e de emo kakra enwa angwa kakra saa nipa no mo ye bojobojwa kakra no omo de sebio obi mpo enka bi mo omo ni sika bi de fie because stores akese e hye no omo stores akese e hye no omo sisi omo dan omo aduane wo fie saa nkofo no sebio omo sika papa bi da bank na bojobojwafo no mo hyehye ase no omo ni saa sika ne bi enti interior minister Muntaka ka say then I want to take a little bit of food to this place na me nchema bojobojwafo na me kan baby obeda kra den afi na wa start adwuma kakra Muntaka Mubarak koduru Kumasi eno ka say oh sebio PZ enya ban dia saa stores amu hu ha nyina no stores no individuals dia majority. Now, idea ye individuals the idea. Sebio atoyrenchema to individuals are. Anka wo hwemu pa anka say individuals anka say na finding almost solution because so was store PZ I was all insurance. So to go kwanso ko fanya $200 million and $200,000 and $500,000. Now the begu store PZ then it means you should have insurance that is protecting you. To be very honest with you, the government is not obliged. Government no enshebia nda ban no say also tam sika pudio edibra obi a PZ but abanya enim nyansa edwene Ghana for ho no de bia no edwene omo form ene omo wo soro ho enti Muntaka ka say yankoma ebia bodwabodwa for no tomatoes for no kobi for no obi oton belt miensa bi obi ha bi ofi twapiase na wabetena Kumasi afi na o start bibi obi ha the toothpaste bi na egu table so obobo ya no dis obi sto enim ase yanhwe se sankofo ebenya aduane kakra mo modia Muntaka ekodru asantimemu PZ or the aduane Paul 1,500 bags of rice and or the anwaka ho and or say ma ben me banasumdiem me kura Muntaka me ya chiriwia me enkremoni anka osa me that there because chiriwia me yam kom but Muntaka Mubarak ka sa da bi ni nuanom Ghana fo ho akire omo ebi be yenkremufo ebi be ye Christofo enti oman we ene to abama me sebio omo de da form ne omo de da store mu ene omo wo fie no omo no to abama ye enti at least ma menko na menko boa eye de Ghana fo wanka se we ana we Muntaka koduru PZ Kumasi e wa santimemu no edwadifo ni bia omo ho no say na omo ka kire Muntaka
if I'm on your say, because they make a hot say, your person won't do smile, yes, that's the more part of my back. And run it from then, be seen. Be aware, be what him will be. If I'm on your say, if I'm on your say, I'm I don't smile, yes, man. You're near tomorrow. I don't guess. Oh my God, you never me again. Maybe I say, maybe I say, I'm a farmer, so I don't come there. Money be ready. Okay, your placement, your more, and iron rods, your placement. I'm going to move by the other. Right, and I'm going to tell us I see and I know. And I'm going to tell us I see and I know. Let me quite say, and then that.
Ya badi ana ya pamacho momoye na ya sanka ya sase anu na ya pe ya sramo baby ya badi die ya sramo baby ya batla ni ya didi ya ne.
Now you ask yourself babusa who say PZ store be na ya mind ya PZ ne wo ho no asase no ya mind ya Dabi. stores na omabe bie wo ho no mo no sa stores no e aban dia dabi sika na omunya nyoma omoton emfaso na omunya no omudi bia ma aban dabi enti why na at this point obetima ka chem say e yenhye ma aban say e wo say aban yi ni botom sika e de boa PZ for omoton nyoma o PZ e ya by responsibility say obeji insurance amomo e ya omankasa responsibility na meboa PZ asase omoto na abrante ne ka say ye nananom asase no at the end of the day say omo nananom no mungu menhia enti why na eba beje wo nana asase free wo nsem de bia ye ka asem wo ha asantifo ni bi ye mmoa yeah samo immebunu na dodo na mo asantifo no mu bi mu agimi eno ntina MPP use mu se mmoa me kana mu buofu ba no kona me ka kire no store ben na asho PZ eye aban ena ti sika biye store ben na asho PZ eye muntaka ena ebiye ade bi eja to mu PZ bia no eye individual investment et say wuti wo fie na eja to mu. When you build your house you have the right to put insurance in place send be eja to wo fie ni mu a wa be ko insurance aka say eja to mu me wo den insurance ntimu ntua me motete store ni mu wo ho sika moji amudi ye mudi bi ebo preman at the end of the day da ben na aban ba ye say sa asase na moteso no ne dia na monfama no mumu bi mu agimi eno ntina MPP hu asantifo ni bi mumu mbebunu ni bi se moye nwan eno ntina mu treat mu se moa. I'm telling you on tell us me kan no ha me se hu asantini a wagimi e de se mrantie we a na hu wo kobra mantama santini no because asantini oye dangerous ni jimi no oye dangerous chen cobra no ebi na we hu no TV so no enti me busamo na mo nyini na mo hu samo na nanam asase no na e wo na asase a ade na wunsi ende wan gaze ko pe cement si wo na asase so e na wo na ni ho ade na mo nkom na ho nkwaje cement emua mumu bi mu ajibi ye de nyini ye no ye dim se na asase sa wo na asase akohwehwe wo na nakwaje cement mumu bi mu ajimi enintina moye tuntum mu bi mu ajimi a motewa mo IQ ni wo fom enintina o se chemensa bonsu ekufo de tumi di akonwa besi asantemem no wadi mu atem di mu hena atem no wasore ko because mumu dodo no adwene wo fom PZ abandia what Muntaka was doing to me I wasn't expecting him to do it but he being a reasonable human being no he felt to say some people there na ba omi akwasi akoto cement abrewa ko na hokoje cement ni bi so so e enti na MPP for de bia omu chitim se moa because you see you people don't want to give yourselves the room to reason beyond your stupidity bujina PZ moton ade na mo mfa so akodi twe modi akodi ejantra fo gonofo kwasiafo ejatoma aban na enkotam sika every bank of Ghana fambrel na wona na odi asase ne ma wo no wona na otam asase ne ma wo no wona na obutu oba so kɔ no ho kɔji sika kwasiafo Kevin de nsia ne nsam na no eden jaihwe abofunu Kevin de ene de nsam kan de mususu mbisi jaihwe kwasiafo munye sika o PZ tara na kɔtɔ red mu hu nyina John so mu hu bon John so mu asantefo mbrantie ni bi eniti na MPP use mu agimi ene enyini ye no ye beto ye nana o beto wo nana o ba ye gata da ho ene ne da ho wo nana ewu ma nana ba kwa ba ma nana ewu ma maame aba kwasea wo na wo te gata no ho mo ye lucky say jale to ho na mo nda ye ke be hye sem emmoa mumu bi mu agimi. It is not the responsibility of government to come and build that thing for you. Oko kantamanto eja to ho no they found a way to build their market. Inti eja to PZ eye mo ankasa mo private property a aban na ntam sika mbro ba omia na wanya sika fu mi na ohu de onfanye and onim se mo ye easy to dey manipulate wo hu se mo agimi into the 1,000 cement abremo mo agimi or the 1,000 cement be rule mu bia kopim se mo be di 60 my mo dross mu kan mu nko school de muni man say ye de ya ton chains akoto red anom kwasea onye se Ghana nyina ni Kumasi PZ ah onye se Ghana nyina ni Kumasi PZ ye mfa sudi insha jeans ni emagina kwa homprum anything a majority of you my sansafo. Don't get me wrong mu asantifo ni bi mu baburu no bi mu agimi asase na da ho no da be na mo realize say e mo na asase Aban the wasase yeden. Aban wants to help you. You people, majority of you are foolish. Debia makame say. Uyi asantini awejimi because there are so many intelligent asantifo wa Ghana. Almost satia santimemu. Otumfo nana odome me so me do piao. Ma mentia ona nanom ye bi ejimi. Me say uyi asantini awejimi. Any cobra waso ne nia obekawa. Mantama santini ni boduem first. Yedian pa homa na chichira santini jimifo no eboduem ansa na wadwene cobra no ho because sa santini a wejimi no or de se cobra nko 50 wejimi apro asa ye scorpion mujijejeje pizza na moton fake belt fake jeans mu wiawia nkofo tutu nkofo bag mu wia na mda koto red ne jantrafo o pa abansi case store na wo store mu amujejina mu fi we majority of you mu store o store ne de ehin mo store no ene de ehin uni store bojo ne kro no na wo ye aban ba be hwe nkofo mo wo fom abo mo a mo ne mu jimi yempe muntaka fa mo no kokoma school fo nkodi sala eba muntaka kozongo bia na che 300 bags o hofa mo no mundi muntaka mubarak enkwasiafo so mo mpa mo na ya Ghana fo ekom di omo enti kozongo zongo wo Ghana no na che 300 bags na ma imam fo no mompa yengusu no mundi sala eba akabe 3 days na ewie ye need time for nkwasiasem me na mema oduane sa wundi a muntaka fa ko mumu bi mu ye nwan weja hwe a whole party hwe campaign na mo ye maba o hwe campaign
any Dr. Mahmoud Baumia omoge dati o Ghana for eye dati ti nufusu o batan wasi nufusu any asitrenso da asitre enso ada na so nufusu enye dati se no asitrenso enso akwala no for so na manu nufusu no fi se enu na bebo akwala no na ga akwala su a utimi di asitire egu nsuo mu de makwa wona obebo na numa ya da but enye no na bebo akwala no nufusu anya de no ena bebo akwala no kana fo ya sramo ene ya sramo se mo hwe eniema abaya ye ekakitri dia jo mahama ni NDC fo eja to ho ayeba ya tua saka yi nyinada ya twuto eniema amagana fo ho ahare wo mo
party na mudi ejire no omo regional communications director ni o e wa Ashanti region why se kusie bibia won hu bia se kusie hwe ne campaign message we na no de campaign maba obi ase ba omi amedi president o we omo campaign you time na no mo campaign maba omi ano we a whole region omo communications director ni na me kusie hwe na nim oti light ase I say brisia ye dey sit kura so nenim tum ne message na ekuta mu 2024 nie mo nhwe message we na mo ntoma ba omia it say the aduane aba na ne likes ne so mo mpa why are you worried muntaka take the food to zongo mo shi zongo ho ye hia aduane di sala time aba ye wonkofo bebre a mo ntumi nto nantwie go and give the rice to them go to Samsu Zongo go to Nima people are waiting for rice chief imam ohia mo de acheche Chief Imam ofidi thousands of people in a day. Go and give the rights to Chief Imam to distribute. Enkwasi afo so mo pam a otete omo ho eso omo so. E Jimmy Fowe. And then Moje say on 1992 MPP there Ashanti region a stronghold. So kasa ti omo a ya wa santifo nyansafo ne wa santifo nwe. The same way one fantifo nyansafo infantifo nwe. Ya what eya dagatifo nyansafo dagati. Sa ne wa santifo Jimmy Fowe me se hu asantini a we Jimmy a. The qualified word near wejimia mantamono so won asantini a wejimi na ohu wo wa cobra jai cobra na asema no makobra ne mra o de makobra ne mra di nkan mantam asantini jimi fo no kwasi asam wemu apo na yanko anim mamon kamo ho meti yesi o ma apologize muntaka fa mo no koma nkofo ndi una opedi ere na mde abana wo ba afeni abeto honwom wo bodam. Now this is another story. NDC for Asa Ayade Fufrobi. I will not continue one district, one factory tax exemption. Mokai said 2024. Mahamudu Baumia, Eco Cabinet, Eco Kachre Cabinet, say, a year one district, one factory, companies over 300. Yemo tax exemption over $300 million. Mokai. Yes. Now, NDC Aban say, sa scam na MPP for the buy a normal friend, one district, one factory, no. Or say, enya de omobema obi ankwase tax exemption bia no. So oh yeah, under one district one factory, try and go buy your own stuff. When you bring so obey juma, because as we sit here, your new company you could afford to see here or they are so former will see ya wafagana for juma. All the companies were already existing companies. If they were already existing companies, that means they had source of funding. And now buying the more tax exemption, ma buying watching no, and this are buying Ghana for your yeska. This is not the time to be dashing out money. It's ato forcing. NDC ato forcing. Finance Minister say he will not continue one district, one factory tax exemption. Mukai sa oil refinery na kusibuatin kromfo na waye rese ponano. On the Chinese nibi frontier and almost say your friend Sentio oil. Sa company na kusibuatin she trucks na company ni dia kusibuatin dia. Na the dan kweku for ne ba omiamo tax exemption close to $300 million. That company alone. Company enye dia. Kwasi ampenyi bi so be oil factory wa Ghana. Ebe sin de on for Ghana for adwuma 10. Na ekufo de jimi no ne ba omiamo say omunye tax exemption. And kusibuatin ne boy bi me publish kusibuatin the bank account actually very soon. Sa boy na ofrontima kusibuatin no I'll publish his bank details. Mema Ghana for nyide musika ekoho ne sika omuyi. I am saying this kusibuatin any boy First Atlantic any other bank no I have all the bank slips. Maybe publish kusibuatin the bank statement actually. The boy now who is fronting for kusibuatin into Sentio oil no omo ma kusibuatin ejina echire cars bia omo say through a year tax exemption about kroma bia kusibuatin dia. All the trucks that belong to Sentio oil it was kusibuatin e echire ono edia. Enti ato force ni NDC for say they are not going to give anybody tax exemption under one district, one factory. So also a one district, one factory. Now we are existing factory already. You should be able to find a way to do what? You need to find a way to fund yourself. Because government is about to put together National Women's Bank. Government is about to put together entrepreneurship program. Government is about to put together a 24-hour economy, whereby government is going to give Ghanaian companies that are willing to work longer hours and also employ more hands, their exemptions and incentives. So government cannot give those things to companies that do not even exist. 70 to 80% of one district, one factory companies, they don't exist. They are lies. They created those scams to dupe Ghanaians. Into one district, one factory, no obienya exemption. John Mahama NDC at force and say, obienwa obabenya aya one district, one factory tax exemption. Because almost share sa tax exemption echi. Samira ba omiankwa sika onyafa sa tax exemption no ebe bo yem dam. They created fake companies. And omudi ni nyina ko share one district one factory ase. Samia Uku obi, Kojo Ponkruma obi. Everybody in the NPP created fake company and put it under one district one factory. In the Samukaya, a car bear 1 week or so 1 month, MIA then. MIA to Abery no. Na NPP for parliament almost force to say almost pass it one district one factory the tax exemption and the NDC forecast said no because after your market on or about 20 companies in under the one district one factory they don't exist, they only exist on paper. Do you remember time or more power and some way no catch this is what they told us Ekufuado Jimmy send okay $335 million tax waiver request, full list of 42 beneficiary companies. Omuka say omu becha $300 million tax exemption and the Kufuado. Companies near saying 42. About 42 companies now in your market were 13. Kasongo. Now our 13 companies in the 42 companies. And in the original parliament, ATM, one district tax waiver. It was because under one district, one factory, about 90% of the companies are molested and a MPP for MPs there. Ekufuado, Gabi Mudia. So what they did was that they hid their corruption under one district, one factory. And you're sorry, and you're pumping because a tax exemption. Now, I'm a into Obia company now. Company she knew you say a fall under one district, one factory. Or person koto articulators and I say okoto a year excavators 30 year. Now wakokra excavators no as a company that exists under one district, one factory. Into excavators 200, 10. 50 ebedu porter yes company way fall under one district one factory into our tax exemption near Chiafem omuntua kapre, and that is what they did for 8 years. Mr. P, Mr. S, take care of business. I think on YouTube. You get it? So for 8 years, that was what they were doing. And we created different kinds of companies. And I'm going to share one district, one factory, and a show. In Tidebiano, this is the list. Let me show you the list. 42. Mr. P, Mr. S, I know you go through this, man, quick. These were the companies. My fan chamo, Kwasiafo way, and the end is somewhere year through. Kwasiafo na musa mamu to me. They created the one district, one factory for themselves, and they were making billions from one district, one factory. I swear. And they year through, no tax exemption. Yeah, the SAS Kenya 24-hour economy policy. Well, these were the companies they created. Companies, tax waiver, 2024, Ekufuado, MPP4. This was a year, the one district, one factory. These companies, your Tamsi Canadian Momo, you see company, your friend, B5 plus company, your money 11.4 million on J. Adaya tax waiver. Bibi or Weber Ghana have been an report out tia. Kwasiafo and the NDC abanye twemu. These people, they still have that intention. Say, omunya tumia omesa decide way aba. That is the plan of the MPPO. Adibia and Emma making sika. They turned Ghana into a cash cow. They were making millions out of us because some of us are stupid. Now, Ferro Fabric Limited, you man $8 million dollars. Dollars, oh, you tam $8 million as tax exemption and the Kufuado and the MPP and the Baumia. This was approved at cabinet. And about parliament and the NDC will say, no, this is not right. Now, there is Micro Forestry Ghana Limited. Mama go ahead, yes, no. Oba company be to say a year Sonda Ghana Investment Limited, $22 million. Me I'm going to be a company, no. A year then a Ghana buying to me one company, tax exemption of $22 million. Adeng. These were all companies. Obeko omo board no so no na ye MPP for dia. Obeko registration mu nyina no. Me I can take my time and go find all the registration documents of these companies. Metuma chiro omo eyo omo dia. And the MPP ni NDC ni atofos so omo twem. No one district, one factory tax exemption. Ghana for Hinska. Show another one. A company called Sonda Ghana Limited. Hey, Sonda Ghana Investment Limited, number 14. Whoa. And your Sonda Ghana Limited, number 15. Sonda Ghana Investment Limited, $22 million tax exemption. And a Sonda Ghana Limited, $23 million. One company was splitting in Mienu, Wayabako Limited, and Wayabako Investment. To one company, when you're almost $50 million. Check number 14 and number 15. Mamin BM na ye. Oh, number 14 and 15. The same company. Was split company in Mienu. We BM Mienu, Wayabako Investment Company, and Wayabako the limited liability, limited company. In Tibaconi, a Sonda Ghana Investment Limited, $22 million. $22.8 million. And a Bako, number 15 years, Sonda Ghana Limited. And no see the and no see 23 million Ghana $23 million. Own strategy no. We munina. Now over down ubehu a company like Keda Ghana Ceramic Company Limited, $15 million. $15 million. Nobody's going to get tax exemption. After force say we come. Now I'm sure the other part of the companies, MPP from Kwasiafo, they still want to come back and do this. The rest of the companies. 2024, there's a company called Rickpat Company Limited, $366,000 tax exemption. Now, Mamencho, Oba RMSGPT Ghana Limited, $2.5 million. Now, brand number 42, last one, the Grand Champ Limited, $12.66 million. In fact, I was looking for sent you, right? Mama sent you, Mama. Besides, where did sent you go? When you guys find sent you, let me know. So these are sika. Na Ekufuadomo were taken from you Ghanaians without you knowing. And the NDC at force and say, there's nothing like one district, one factory tax exemption. There's nothing like that. Into your Ghana, this is a government that has come to protect the public purse and not to deplete it. Intimamuntie MPP for Nkwasi number 32. Thank you. Mr. Ez number 32 and sent you. Sent you oil. Number 32. That's number 32 should be down here somewhere. Number 32 and a shahono. Yan kwasi ho. My mention was Sentio Oil. Kusi Boatin on it. Nenko for the creative company. Also refinery. Ewatema. Checking number 32. Sentio Oil Refinery. $164 million tax exemption. Nobody should give this MPP any opportunity in our life. When we before, they were born stupid and criminals. Number 32, and the was your honor, Sentio Oil Refinery Limited. What be oil refinery or Ghana? Near somehow tax exemption of $164 million. Now, enquirati in Niasi, Omunye Diani ni. Enquira ni desk, enquira ni books. And my time that will form our hospital. Na kwasia ka kire me say na we Ghana ni now could be oil refinery or China. Would the Chinese government give you 164 million tax exemption? Where kwasia? So we Ghana ni na so China could be oil refinery. Do you think the Chinese government will give you $164 million tax exemption? Ask yourself that question. The NPP is a stupid party. It's a party full of pigs. Okay? The reason why they don't like me, they know I'll tell you the truth. The reason the NPP, they don't like me, Ekobedu, they know, say, I will show you the fact. Step be a bit take the evidence in the and we have been talking about it in the NDC for some time. Sir, taxes are exemption here. Forget. All right. We will do that. The issue is that we are going to save over $400 million. It's simple. The government of Ghana is going to save over $400 million. If we say every single don't just see say what we call a tax exemption. A whole Chinese company in Ghana, $164 million tax exemption. Nipa of 300. Near Tikroma so MPP so and Baomia and Kusibuatimo, they are on standby waiting for MPP to lie to Ghanaians. Now you're Jimmy Tiansan to me my MPP. Now Omomra. Now Omomama a year tax exemption for $400 million for one Chinese company in Kwasia 4. We will keep NDC in power for 42 years. After your marking over 12 companies will win 12 after your marking and international parliament, ATM, Kia, because he was fighting for his companies. He was not fighting for anybody. And in the behalf of your market, say, I don't want a ministerial appointment or say I'm a businessman. If you're a businessman and you're a legitimate businessman, stop politics and go do business. So a politician in parliament, catch will say, I am a businessman. Why are you doing politics? You are a thief. That is why you are doing politics. Because you need the politics to cover up your criminal dealings in your business. So, politician Jina TV so Affem King Kasongo Jina TV so catch will say, oh, you know me, I have my business. I'm a businessman. That's why I don't take political appointment. Or boy, he is a criminal businessman. Now, for him to get his way and for him to bully the system and for him to use politics to make his way and win a lot of criminal deals, he uses politics to front for his business. Because this is the first time I will say, Obi Tigana Kajo or a full-time businessman, you're politician. In America, Obi or your politician be a businessman. Their full-time occupation is a politician. And only in Ghana, Nakwasiabi to be Parliament Kajo said, I am not taking appointment because I'm a businessman. If you're a businessman, go to the business field and create job opportunities there. Because the probability of you having conflict of interest in your duty, it is high. Because your business might have a business deal with a party who is friend to another party, which friend to another business, that will bring a deal to parliament for it to be passed. The moment that bill is passed, whenever that company is making revenue, it is indirectly going to trigger for your company to make money. So your business is not supposed to be in parliament. You are supposed to be a full-time businessman. It is all this Affem say, I am a businessman, so I didn't take appointment because he's a criminal. When the NPP belongs to the opposition, they need to be in opposition for 42 years. Now, team, stay with me. Now, you see the story. Debbie, I'm a catcher Ghana for say. We are not supposed to. You see, I like the way the president of the republic, Mr. S, Mr. P, exactly 10 p.m. Ghana time, let me know, alert me on the system to switch to the Chief Justice story. I'm trying to clean the system before we get to that part. So I have 45 minutes to deal with what we have on the table now, Mr. P, Mr. S. Now, yes, say, Oforiatta sues OSP again over wanted person tag. Now, the first question I want to ask myself and say, what made the special prosecutor decide to extend that period also Oforiatta Bagana? Unless the special prosecutor is trying to save face, and I said the special prosecutor is playing on our conscience. Oforiatta sued special prosecutor 2 times. Oforiatta is a thief. He's not coming back to Ghana. It is better you put Oforiatta on the wanted list. But the idea of you just coming to say you have given Oforiatta 3 months, 4 months to live in Europe or in America to enjoy, whilst the taxpayer now, Oforiatta, at the end of the day, through his dealings in government, you have found evidence to say he has conducted himself in a wrong manner or stolen from the Ghanaian people. No, you have given Oforiatta the room to go out there and fool himself. And can I say at this point, the suit coming from Oforiatta, the special prosecutor should at this point immediately place Oforiatta on the international wanted list of Ghana. They need to put Oforiatta on a wanted list because Oforiatta on Chayobia or Ghana, unless the special prosecutor is playing games with Ghanaians. And we will get to the bottom of it. Because I don't know why we have to wait for Jesus Christ to come before Oforiatta decides when he wants to come to Ghana. Oforiatta, per the special prosecutor, he has committed crimes. He is a criminal. He has done things that the special prosecutor believes that he needs to be put to court. He needs to be prosecuted. So why are we now giving Oforiatta the room for Oforiatta to decide when we, the taxpayer, when we can retrieve our money? Huh? When? Why should we wait and be like, yeah, Oforiatta nakuma 20 yema. So Oforiatta has gotten that opportunity. Now Oforiatta is rubbing it in our faces. Oforiatta is technically telling us, he has stolen the money. From the evidence, the special prosecutor is telling us, original Swaka Oforiatta should be on the wanted list. Oforiatta is guilty about something. So why are we now making Oforiatta dictate the pace? No country should entertain this nonsense. And the special prosecutor, I'm beginning to believe, say, he's just buying time for Oforiatta. Because if you really want to catch Oforiatta, you need to put him on the wanted list today. He has the audacity to go to court. You also have the audacity to make sure you summon him. If Oforiatta has the audacity to do what? To go to court, he has the audacity to get a lawyer in Ghana to sue you, then we as citizens also have the right to put him on the wanted list for him to be questioned. Mr. John Dramani Mahama, this special prosecutor cannot be trusted. Sack him. Because if the special prosecutor really wants to be honest with Ghanaians, he will make sure Oforiatta is on the wanted list now. Because every day he's filing court suits. He's filing suits. It's a lot of money. Every day Oforiatta has lawyers going to court and filing against the OSP. So then it means Oforiatta has the money. Oforiatta at least has the brain because he has thought of the case. He is not as sick as we think. Oforiatta is able to sit with his lawyers to deliberate on matters he thinks will favor him and instructed his lawyers to take action. Remember, Oforiatta's lawyers are not working independently. They are taking instructions from Oforiatta, meaning Oforiatta is capable of sitting through a trial. Oforiatta should be able to sit in front of the special prosecutor to answer questions. So if you, the special prosecutor, you think you can play on the conscience of Ghanaians and try to put something out there to protect your office for you to get more money to spend, then Mr. President, sack this fool because he is just playing with Ghanaians. He is not ready to make sure Oforiatta is brought home to questioned. I will prefer the special prosecutor is sacked. Mr. President, sack this guy because he is not helping Ghanaians. Oforiata na oyare na ultimi nya hwe no de bi ono ne court ne lawyer strafon so at America decide plot plan hwe se ne ye on be CEO of special prosecutor. Now the question here is, what is Oforiata suing a special prosecutor for? For defamation. He's suing a special prosecutor for damages. So what stops you, the special prosecutor, from putting Oforiata on the wanted list? The OSP is corrupt. He's a liar. He needs to let us know what is stopping him from putting Oforiata on immediate wanted list. What is stopping this guy? The special prosecutor is working with Oforiata. Kevin Taylor cannot come to Ghana. Oforiata cannot come to Ghana. He is sick. He's not well. But he's able to sit with his lawyers to decide how the case should go. Because every single thing you see in his suit, it was Oforiata who gave the green light before his lawyers put it out. So you want to tell me he doesn't have the brains to think, to make decisions, or to answer questions? The special prosecutor is a liar. Per this Oforiata issue, I am beginning to see that he wants to buy time for Oforiata. He wants to keep his office. He still wants to be the special prosecutor. He wants to use Oforiata's case basically as a small screen to lie to Ghanaians that he's working. Mr. President, I've told you, with all due respect to you, I respect you and I respect your office. I respect you because you respect Ghanaians. I never respected Akufo-Addo because he did not respect Ghanaians. I never respected the NDC, NPP vice president because he never respected Ghanaians. They were lying to us. They showed us a lot of disrespect. The reason why I respect you, Mr. President, is because you respect Ghanaians. I am respectfully telling you, the special prosecutor, you need to question him or you need to sack him because the guy is not working in our interests. Mr. President, we Ghanaians are very tolerant people. We have patience for everything. We take our time. We want to give you time to work. But when we see something and it's not right, we have the right to also talk about it. We believe, and as a Ghanaian, I've followed politics for years. And with all due respect, Mr. President, this special prosecutor should be sacked. He must be sacked. He has all the powers. Or 2 meaning in also overthrow Oforiata and now ordinary to wanted list. So that gab no more Oforiata no. It was for Oforiata to buy time. Oforiata court twice. He is going to extend the time to come to Ghana. He's not coming. He is going to extend the time to like 4, 5, 7, 8 years, 10 years. And the special prosecutor is aiding Oforiata to do that. The special prosecutor should now, as a matter of fact, issue a statement tomorrow that Oforiata is on the wanted list. Because let me tell you, if we wanted to wait and I say a chain, ma Oforiata taking the time ever Ghana, na you're prosecuting her, Anka, we wouldn't need any statement for the special prosecutor. There is a reason why the special prosecutor puts a statement out to say this individual is wanted. The reason is that there is an urgency to it. So where is the urgency in this? If people can sit and tell you, I will come at my own will, give me 3 months, give me 4 months, then it means there's no urgency in what you are doing. But if you want Oforiata's issue to be different from any regular issue of corruption and that you want to prove to us, then there should be some urgency to what you are doing. Meaning, you need to put him on that wanted list so that there will be an urgency to what you are doing. For us to know that you are ready to make sure this guy comes in to answer questions. But you cannot sit there and say, I've placed this on him. Tomorrow, I've withdrawn it because Oforiata catch them say at his own time. Or the kwasi ayare. None in the Padudu kwasi ayare or Ghana. Court. There are so many people in Ghana. And also mobile court. Omo yare. And so by force, you conform mobile court. Oma court. Judge Nbeka say he does not care. As we sit here, Oforiata is fit. The reason I'm saying he's fit is that we took court twice. Meaning he's capable. Mr. President, if this special prosecutor team, Mr. President, if this special prosecutor, Kisu Ejaben, fails by tomorrow or Monday, he fails to release a statement and put Oforiata on the wanted list, on the Interpol list, sack the special prosecutor. Sack him. There's no urgency to his job. Oforiata's case is urgent. And into Oforiata to Mako court twice because it is urgent to him. The steps Oforiata is taking, he is taking urgent steps to stop the special prosecutor. So if the special prosecutor cannot take urgent steps, then sack that fool and get an intelligent person to fill that office. Because we cannot get somebody we are spending millions of dollars on every day, giving him everything, and then he decides, he dance to the tune of a suspect. No, the special prosecutor is not supposed to negotiate with a suspect. The special prosecutor is not supposed to be dancing to Oforiatta's tune. The special prosecutor is supposed to be calling the shots. He is supposed to be calling the shots. He is supposed to be telling Oforiatta, no, I need you here. But if today Oforiatta was campaigning in the moment, a special prosecutor, the honor pay now ultimately the special prosecutor asako a court there. Then why is this dumb idiot still in the office? There's a reason why there's a difference between special prosecutor's office and the CID office. The special prosecutor's office is above the CID office because we expect him to be able to drag people out of this jurisdiction back into Ghana to face the law. If he's not able to do that, then the CID office is better than the special prosecutor's office. Sack this idiot. In Kwasia Samna Kosune too much. Mr. President, sack Kesia Jabin if by Monday he does not issue an arrest warrant for Oforiatta. He is not able to put Oforiatta on the Interpol wanted list. Sack the man. Nadia Antini be OSP office. And I say what you man police bet my because the CID boss will just have to say, okay, may release a statement. By your statement, it comes with some sense of urgency. It won't mean for Jimmy Free. Let's get people who can do the job. Now, this is another story we have to talk about. And the story is about cocaine. Minimum French, but since you say a bind society, John Mahama and NDC bar power. It's looking like Debia cocaine. MPP for cocaine on my pack good dem no. Debia chibi. Cocaine na da menyon. Ase cocaine so culture. Ase cocaine na da menyon. Cocaine so ebia a French ase no e fufuro. Basa o kan organ ma. Ese cocaine sama MPP di buy no. Enye cocaine papa, enye cocaine. Cocaine na da menyon. Ase cocaine so ase cocaine na da menyon. Ase cocaine so rasta. Nana do dan kwaku for drug addict ni MPP for betena so. Omo paki cocaine wo Ghana et sese dem. And John Mahama betena so not more than 3 months. Yendu 3 months. Ye chi cocaine de bia. Dia besini se mamendwedwam na PZ for monte brofo a. Omumu boys libi. Omo sorry a red ni jantra for no mugu so omo bobra no. Omo ntiase. Mumu dodo omo nko school. Ena mugu na nkwasiade. Na omuntie. NIB intercept $350 million worth of cocaine en route to Accra from Western region. You see, National Investigation Bureau. Tana mo friend diamati. You see, ndo machi cocaine enye cocaine wa. Cocaine tele. You the free Eastern region, you the free Western region. You the conkrang. You got to wine. MPP4 ebetina so yenchi cocaine. A whole ship ebe doki watema. Cocaine ma ya pamu obi afritema. Emo mo sa to ship no koye MPP. Also and the MPP free so no cocaine deals, cocaine trafficking also and to me happen in Ghana because NDC for no they are not involved in these kind of things so they will stop it. Now under MPP normally say coke way almost start say Ghana better than cocaine the transit point. There were so many stories we saw. Yet to meet cocaine or Ghana and Akufo na dani konkonte J Akufo ya dear Benjamin J Akufo. Yet to meet cocaine mutele na dani konkonte Kufo ya no mako share cocaine no ewo ekurase no ase good drum ye ni momo. And in Kufo we free so this is the second time cocaine we transit. Ekufuado anybody umia dani Ghana cocaine transit point. In fact, at a point the international media and carry story we say Ghana has become the transit point when it comes to cocaine amount for air transport. Hey, at a point na Colombia for na cocaine no ni some the fa Ghana and to be Europe. It was so difficult for them to use other routes. The Ekufuado Bawumia MPP government opened the doors for them. So Ghana became a transit point. And these people still think, say, Ghana is a transit point. And Intina, Omogin say, oh, Ekufu Addo free Abaimwa, the NDC government does not tolerate drug transit. And I would like to say thank you to NIB and also thank you to Keno Mante of Nakok. Keno way, ye know about Nakok ya, any 3 days, no cocaine. Hey, Keno way hard wati. Last but now catch him say, the day I heard said John Mahama, Keno Mante, as the head of Nakok, and I'm catching Ghana for say, your borders are safe. Men with integrity and know what they are doing. May say it will be hard for any drug trafficker to use Ghana as a transit point. When you coke, NPP for mu coke nie. Cocaine na omo air transit no ebi ka dem. And then they achi omo $350 million. And I believe in Nakok, led by General Mante and NIB, they will go on, they will investigate. And my almighty Jakpa is around. NPP for mu suru Jakpa wu. Hey Jakpa, they be no sre. Obechu tisia. Jakpa. Me say, MPP from Mr. Jakpa rough. And last we go who akwebi na Metro TV. Good evening, Ghana na PBC pipe shene hano. Akwebi na PBC shene hano. And they said I am driving alone. And they said they will catch this. And they will say, Mr. Jakpa rough. MPP, did it in Jakpa. Jakpa lo be show. Nature no. Hu nature na fum. Jakpa obechu tisia. Jakpa sa akwa no. Jai obechu wo ya he. Watch you. Mr. Jakpa rough. In the Debiano, Jakpa is a bad man. Jakpa is a bad man. He will make NDC unpopular. Jakpa, make NDC unpopular. I want you to make NDC unpopular. Jakpa, I Kevin Taylor. I want you to make NDC very unpopular. Chiomo, kwasiafo. Ya chimudia, he will make NDC unpopular. Me pesa Jakpa ma NDC unpopular. Chi kwasiafo we. Last na PBC pipe no. On say see no drugs na etwa won ho pa. Paul Ademotre. On say see ogina hu drugs no. Aha. Me say one day ogina na nse tu. And you know, Ninsasa Shegelegi, Messi Paul Adwatchery. On say a drag in the kind of picture. Ojinawa, I said if you Sudan by Messi one day Ojina TV on and said two. While Bodra who do you and you know, and I saw, and you know this, and I heard good evening, Nani and Nimno. You see, the junkie now be him, and we don't understand. And you see, and they say, Bordeaux Chivio. Jakpa almost so Jakpa Chaplain obechu sisia Jakpa hey Jakpa te se kura me no kase oye adwuma me no kase Jakpa ye adwuma anya se wada wo me no kase sisia opo bi ache no Jakpa otumi da no ani ato catch uda fro Jakpa yire na busa no otumi da no asori no kuta handcuff me those hey you Jakpa obechu fucking or a magnet or so dem go kuta handcuff Jakpa, the catching a chaplain. Or bet you MPP for Suroro. Jakpa is a bad man. Why is he flaunting the laws? Go to court in Ghana. Jakpa has flaunted the laws. He has entered somebody's house. Go to court. Jakpa, he will make NPP, NDC unpopular. We want to be unpopular. I want the NDC to be unpopular. Into Jakpa, Chiomu Yinagum. Jakpa no otumida. No TM. Hey, Bantima. Adetia no to play about Obechu. Obechu is here. Yasin go for because I'm Robbie Cocoon, Momo Vendabi. 10 minutes na Jakpa 13. Muni wo kumase mumbusa. Jakpa dru kumase 10 minutes no 13 egum. Hey, come kwasiafo. Muti groma na Jimmy ene na ena mono no red. Jakpa, mo de obechi mu nyina. Akwa na ogina Metro TV na why say shege light no. And I know. And then you bring go here. And the Chief Justice, and we don't even know. You see John Mahama and you see so akwa we drag beku. Paul Ademotre, and you know, and we don't know. You see the Chief Justice, and I don't even know what John Mahama is doing. And you see, and we don't even know the NPP. We did not do them here in Kwasia. O county didn't say Singarenga Lanes. A buofunu Musro Jakpa, Obechemo Jakpa, Obechu to see international. Who shall us international? Or not which room, Echiloka international. Okobokino Obecho, Obatogo Obecho. Jakpa ono oye local crazy guy. Omusirono. Inti Jakpa to make me proud no catch them. Omutminda. They be saying Jakpa wants to arrest me. Me I drive one car and everybody knows my house. Latobia Kwashi I stay there. Everybody say oye deyo Jakpa becho. Jakpa is coming almost a fum and no we meeting. and obi ko twemu Jakpa is coming Jakpa obetew kwasiafo muji kuta power muji so obi agimi mukuta power muji so obi agimi and the musuro bibi obeche mu nyina Jakpa onwie yo afi na edi 3 months calculate na hwe Jakpa chaplain no obeche utisia afi na edi 3 months yenduru impo 7 na 3 months na say term over time bebre ultimate ma rest ya no asaba Jakpa say or strategy bi otumi kwa no jai no adaka kakra no edin no reading newspapers no aye research kakra obo say mo edin be 2 weeks oh Jakpa is gone Jakpa dey obudu no otumi Jakpa tumi share ya ade bi otumi share na oh besides he came late oh gentleman take all right Jakpa otumi share no edin no aka kire obi a oni adwuma say I'm not around I am in transit I no share to kwan I so na Belgium oba na mo refi Jakpa into bo oba no edin no abehye dem na afi oyen reset no check see obekọ Jakpa dem or the pins awo Jakpa ukọ dem ha or be board bi wo ho bo so the pin awom and the oye de obechew o say or dipa 68 a odom nyina board no so and wa connect or international investigator into what I say Munto mo ha mo to refi so Jakpa is gone Jakpa is also say just Jakpa is gone Jakpa is not gone Jakpa is around Jakpa Jakmin he's around he's not gone no Jakpa is still around into just oh he's gone Jakpa the denominator Jakpa the Italian mafia Jakpa the killer Jakpa the chaplain obeche mu nyina egum in the say no so mu nyina edin oh Jakpa is gone oh thank you yes okay Jakpa is coming kwasiafo musumo to me Jakpa catch them they also on tia say don't court normal court in chiwuntum Mr. Jakpa they all see uwebu mraso a we ni mraso no court wo ho bebre your appeals court your supreme court your D&D court your tribunal onko ho Jakpalization will Jakpalize you. He is going to Jakpalize you. Jakpalize. Jakpa no to me ko ashawo joint nyina MPP forum ko ashawo joint no Jakpa adema Jakpa dangerous but me check Jakpa any secret nyina ashawo forum mo town nyina Jakpa ni mo nyina ono mo contract and na omo mo di bone no nyina omo mo nyina sensan krata inti ashawo nyina ye snitch Jakpa hado inti uko ashawo na omo ma di bone Jakpa chi omo nyina no omo mo nyina sign bond inti omo nyina ye adwuma ma no boys na omna nam town na mogin se omo bobo da kwche omo nyina ai cheche omo nyina ye informants inti Jakpa nkura nkoa boys na aya na mo from a no ma be security amamo ne adade omo nyina Jakpa nkura boys na aya na omo be move sika no mamono sa boys na mo be fa we nkwa ha ye so kwa achema ahemfie bi wo ho oforiata ko park sika gum ye de video be kire mo ya di ne ye hwe mo sa ebu akwa ahemfie area ho ye se ahemfie bi wo ho oforiata ma lordu sika gum bam bandan moje ze nim ye nim ni nyina sam diska ko she bank e be hu munim sam de she mufia be hu mo diska ko go ahemfie ye ba obu ani ye de dynamite be shase ye beti didim mo diska ko go ahemfie mo go fo we pa Jakpa the Punisher Jakpa the Terminator me se sa sika na mo de akogu eye achema ahemfie ho no anansen obi ko yi bi ofori atabufu ya obe change locks no ye hwe mo ho ye sere ahemfo na defend musika se mamo ahemfo ni nyina be ko jail sa achim area ho na masesa Ghana sika gogu ahemfie moje sa ahemfie de Jakpa mba ho munim Jakpa the Punisher ya ye din ya hwebo ya toto nyomba bi manyo be agina ne na so e wona mo se mahama o ye shegi ya ye din ya hwemo ye nim de ko nyina ahemfie na masesa sika gogu ho no mo de ba sa kana abion kana mosesa sika free Bank of Ghana abegu ahemfie na nsen enkwala di sika ni bi na ohene frɛ sɛ ye me change locks na ntokwa ba ye no ya o videos ni nyina ya hwɛ ne ya hwɛ mo da munyi a nipa na betam sika no ye bedi akire ofori ata sika gu achem ekufo de musika gu ahemfie minim de America akire mo mummusa nana sa ahemfie na bosi ni kakraka no sika na mo park no ye beba bebu ani mama yambu ani a ye be drill dynamite afase moteto ye beti didim say sika ejuma bo bia anya na adwene so afa no ho adi o ye hwe mo keke ye nim de ko system ni mo oh Jakpa the Punisher Jakpa the Terminator me se sa sika na mo de akogu eye achema ahemfie ho no anansen obi ko yi bi ofori atabufu ya obe change locks no ye hwe mo And it sometimes say me yan can send me. By one ya mama kakra. Me say sa sika na ewo sa ahemfie on munyi free ho. Munya baby anfanko. Mogen say ahemfie betuma protect iska. Because now mogen say aban sesa people will come to your homes. You thought say aban sesa people will go to your banks. Mogen said the safest place to keep billions is ahemfie. Na sika na mo hwehwe na nya nipa na hwehwe. Ah? Mo sesa sika na free nkran. E de abegu ahemfie, e de lock ato ano. Enya nipa na hwehwe. Buru efi say na nipa video. Inti ayi mo je sama relax ye wie sika abegu. The also Bank of Ghana ya say sika sa sika de ko ni nyina mo serial number ye be cancel ni nyina ye ndi biem. Mo je sama wie sika ma mo da ho confidence on. Mo je sama wie sika mo confidence. Mo ataban ye tumi kamasem. Mo na mo wie sika gogo ahemfie the police ntumi wura ho. Ahemfie de obi antumi ma ha. Ahemfie de e safe ahemfie e safe ro foriata eba be change locks no. Ahemfie sika na mo de kogu wo no e safe. Me se sika de wa achim. E wa ahemfie. Achim kuro bi so na gu. Omunim omo ho. Oforiata e na begu wo. Na sa ahemfie no be sika ne hye ne yanim. Anadwo mu start move sika no. Yeso ye boy se twan mo. Mu move a ye be kire Ghana bibia mo de kɔ. Ya ye din ye hwɛ mo. Munim de ye ba. Ewurade Nyankopɔn. Jakpa eba mo de mo tena ho. Mo be hu ohene, ne de handcuff gu ohene nsa na okɔ jail. Me se bo hu se ya kye ohene. Bo se ya kye ahenkwa, ne ya kye ohiame, ne de handcuffs gu omo nsa. Na omu kɔ jail. Mo hu bi wo Ghana da. CNN be cover okrom ha. Mo beti helicopter de o beti gen warrant japa e de anim me se mo bibi da on o ba o helicopter gina so de o beti gen japa no o se warrant to search warrant 1 warrant 2 the tigers are bem dim ya be be se sani nyina be rase me se mo pa na dwe mu wuska ye ni be bia ska ne ko yeni be bia ye pe bibi ye be se bibi so eni na sa bibi ni join wi na bo say crazy what town ohene no na wo store criminal money ye ti krom ha now mame dwedwa bibi mu nkire wa ha Haruna Idrisu akasa and mame dwedwa bibi mu nkire double track there by nyina it was because Nana do Dankwa Kufuado MPP for ba omi amno munim nyansa omo hu say nkora bebre ko school no e was some see more classrooms. Now Haruna Idrisu say double track no NDC share boss omo be yefrio. As we speak they have put together a committee to sit down and find solutions into what 11-member committee and omo gima de nyina say omo nka mutimbo munye investigations ni enyi double track ni frio. That means Haruna Idrisu wants to expand the accommodations in our schools. Haruna Idrisu, he has plans to make sure, say, e-blocks, no, he wants to finish the e-blocks. Because the only way you can get rid of a double track and is to make sure there's enough place for the kids to stay and also there are enough classrooms that they can, at the end of the day, enter to study. Into Haruna Idrisu, at the committee, about say, almost fine tunings, no. Now, making sure, say, about way about power, no, there will be nothing like Ariane Anopa, blue, red, and green. MPP no more Jimmy. Ekufuor did not understand review. Baumia never understood review. They understood review as cancel. And they are buying papaba. In the Haruna Idrisu say, a committee, or put it committee together, 11-member committee. Almost by finding the solution to a double track. And the Abenako school. On it what is going to happen and they say nyina kwa omeden ombeba fie the same time and e ko SS insanity ye nyina ko bom ni amakwan abom se ne be ya obi antumi ko bojantra nti Kwame Frimpong ba fie a o se ehun se Kwame Frimpong ko achimota the same time no eye kobna fosu ono so e wo prempe achimota fo ba fie a o se the same time no prempe fo ba fie and achimota ba fie na apreseku school na kwabra boatin da bi ene na ma jantra na ya bebre no ene na ma galamse na ya bebre no when the government solves the issue with free SHS and solve the issue with a school accommodation, that illegal and as a galamse now, young people are now involved. The majority of them galamse no. Amu parents in some school. Ubu ha ofri tanoso. Na oko school seshi. anase edien amansie. Obu ha ebia ofri na vrongo and oko school amansie. Akora no, it was not his intention to be part of illegal mining. Now what is happening is akora no kwatena amansie west no. Oko ho no we nya school fie antena because oko boarding house you need exit to go out. So school no wall and down krampa. The idea say you create an invincible wall. Ewo school no. Upia, you are cautious. Now, majority of these young people involved in illegal mining, no, and they are enticed because what happens? And they say, in Koranukwa, they go rent in the communities. Now, say boy no obetra community ni mua. Oh, who say there are young boys who are not going to school. Now the kid will start asking, why don't I join these same boys? Because only I'm gonna take the same neighborhood. Only I'm gonna take a dime bakum. So they are enticed by what they see. At the age of 16, 17, 18, you are easily convinced. You are easily enticed. You easily fall to a peer pressure. Into what you see outside, you are forced to join these people into the bush to become an illegal miner. Into Akrebu ha, nema mo na vrongo. Akurani ko school Amansia West. Akurani ya galamse nema minim. Akurani nema me fra was yo yama kwan yeda hu school. Into ma mini to me ready a calendar no. Ne baba no Amansia West. Amansia na akurani tino ne ma me eti de tanoso ne ma me ti beposo ne ma me ti ho. Now akurana oti Amansia young girl no. Ono na oto on school wako high dime ba no team chamber one room ono nipa mienu na dem nipa ono ni team no ne boyfriend ewo area ho a sebio ono so ya gala danamfo no koba na odi sika ba obeni aduane ono so te no every day no what they see is what they want. These are kids at the age whereby they are interested in everything. They want everything to be easy for them. In this one girl being a tia bontine as a border na girl no koba okwa boy ko yenduane okwa na oba no kuta iPhone. That little girl who is supposed to be in boarding house and say osua de no, she will be enticed to be following the other boys no nadamfo boys wa beda ne asha woni enti ne ma meti ho ne ma me se o school enso na otiamanse efie na enkwara efa ne se kraman. Now if your daughter or your son is in a confined area na odim se school no wa onima da ne papa na ne ma me beba onima da obehia the teacher wa bontene. As far as you are border that invincible wall no ya 12 so it is easy for you to even step out and stay long. Me wo boarding house you breaking boundaries all the time, but you know what kept us coming back? We were scared outside than even being inside. The reason was that Sawa Bontina, you don't know who you are going to meet. You could meet your headmaster. You could meet somebody who is related to the matron. You could even meet your parents' friends. So you are always eager to finish what you're doing and come back to school to stay in school. So the number of times we young men like us, we stepped out of school, it was so small because we didn't spend a lot of times outside. We spent more time in school than outside because we were always cautious. Maybe breaking boundaries. But every time I stepped out of school, upon the I am working within time to go back to school because minim say my fast and man come back. Now papa besimichi, me uncle besimichi, and our housemaster crowd detector say I'm not on campus. I might be kicked out of boarding house. So these are things that will lower illegal mining. That's why today you see more young people involved in illegal mining. Mamika Bibincho, when you go to majority of our communities are illegal mining or galamse wana. And Korabe Bromia Galamse, they are in the senior high schools. Yeah. And all of them will tell you, say, we are students, but Yanko school. Majority of Nkorana Omo Galamse site, no, only a student to schools. Because there are no rules, there are no boundaries. Into Adia Haruna Idrisu, he is basically going to take about 30% of the pressure of illegal mining. And Nkora are enticed to be in. He is taking it off the streets. Where Jimmy I want to see, because you see, Ghana problems to do so. We have to be tactical and smart dealing with our problems. You cannot just sit in an office or sit in a crowd and say, I've solved all the problem. The menace now, illegal mining now, MPP, it's going to take us years to fight it. Now, it will take intelligent, wise people to slowly dissect and pick how to solve the problems one by one. Then, when we say something like illegal mining, it's not something to fight easily. You can dismantle it slowly. You cannot just go in. Anything sometimes I'm saying, say, I buy it day. It's the end. It's about power. 3 months. I'm saying, wait, Jimmy. You need to dismantle free illegal mining in Ghana slowly, Because there is not a single solution to fight illegal mining. Not single solution. So guys, a single solution to fight illegal mining. You're a fool. You don't know what you are doing. You need to dismantle it slowly. And how do you dismantle it? And they say water guard about they are doing some small part of it. That's one. Now you have to tackle the young people who are enticed, young people in school because of double tracking. They are enticed. They are going into illegal mining. If you are able to solve that jinx, that problem, you take it out. Then you look at another. That is how you solve this issue. So it gets to a point. Martin said the president is saying, opesi shemra wa obeta kokofuo ana obeto kokofuo bia so de galamse na ebetiamra. That is how you solve it. You it's a puzzle. Actually, when Jimmy now say MPP about NDC about power, you say I solve illegal mining. You don't work like that. Into MPP for they didn't know what they were doing. They saw the problem as solving it in a day. You can't do it. And into the coup for the Jimmy Nika say he's putting his presidency on the line, and that when you say that, that means you don't know how serious the problem is. If you know how serious the problem is, you would sit down and dismantle it one after the other. What they are doing now, they are making sure they are attracting illegal mining. Free SHS senior high school. If you are able to solve that accommodation issue, about 30% of the problem it has been solved. Now you look at other things. Abai papa ba enyansafo ne wom. So because you free galamsey and not illegal mining, it only happens in the forest. It starts from home before it ends up in the forest. Illegal mining, it starts from home. Illegal mining. Nobody wanted to be in that forest to do illegal mining. So it means the problem started from home. So how do you solve the problem at home? You create the jobs. How do you solve the problem at home? The kid going to school needs to be in school. How do you solve the problem at home? You need to protect the water bodies. How do you solve the problem at home? So it's a whole thing that you need intelligent people to sit and solve. It's a puzzle. It is a simple puzzle. And it's just because say, "Oh my, Sante, wakotna wun to me, galam say, I am advocating, and I'm saying Jimmy." Right now, me catch them say, MPP for no, oh my, Sante mono. I told you they are going to regroup. For 8 years, did you see Omahine Kobra Sante sitting on Wuntumi Radio? No. You know why? Right now, Omahine Kobra Sante at Wuntumi Radio say he is advocating, he is trying to fight against Galamsey. You know what they are doing? Chairman Wuntumi is illegal mining. On Galamsey no. Now who Kobra Sante? What got na Chairman Wuntumi Radio so? TMU. Chairman Wuntumi yaka Galamsey or Ghana. He is Galamsey. Yatiana Chairman Wuntumi eye Galamsey betina radio so. Eyi sika free ne pa. Egugu table so. We were here, and a whole government institution releases statement that Chairman Wuntumi has gone against the law because he went into our virgin forest without the right documentations. Kwabra Sante kwasyampe ya na funu se kontwa akotena Galamsey ni radio so. What is he trying to do? The message he's sending and they say they are trying to clean Chairman Wuntumi say he is not a Galamsey kingpin because abona ye penachino no otene ma mefie didi Chairman Wuntumi ena ye Galamsey ono na asia santema asase Chairman Wuntumi nowhere in Ghana na obi anim so onye Galamsey. Now I got to Chairman Wuntumi Radio to say you want to fight against Galamsey, meaning you are trying to create the impression Ashanti Region said Chairman Wuntumi onye Galamsey. So Oman Kobna Santemo no me catch them say right after election, me catch them say Sankwa Siafo we no, they are going to regroup, and they are going to regroup in a manner onya smarter. For 8 years MPP were power, omo ya Galamsey A2. Why didn't Kwame Kobna Sante I didn't know go Wuntumi go Galamsey ho asem? Ask him why. Because he knew Chairman Wuntumi was actively involved in Galamsey. Why is it that suddenly Oman Kobna Sante is sitting on Wuntumi discussing Galamsey? Because they want to clean Wuntumi. Because Wuntumi man is sikase or person called regional chairman. Because now no, they know the Galamsey title na Wuntumi no. It is stinking. They want to find a way into starting conversation with Wuntumi Radio. So Wuntumi's platform is the one fighting Galamsey. No. They are beating you. They are using their mind. That is why they are starting the conversation from Wuntumi Radio. Kobna Sante Jiska. They want to clean Chairman Wuntumi out for the upcoming elections for him to become regional chairman. They know, say, Ghana nim say, Chairman Wuntumi a Galamsey ni. And that alone should not allow him to lead the NPP because the Galamsey no, and the NPP by opposition, and the other corruption. So how do we clean Chairman Wuntumi? Kobna Sante, mo ye yufo. Kobna Santimone Obimo, Omuye Wifuo. That is how they level. That is, they are like leeches. To send some more. To say they are like to say Samai. They are like they. You see, Kobna Santimono. They know this NDC government is not going to give them room. Suddenly, and Mr. S, can you give me the video of that idiot so that I can complete this? I saw the video somewhere. Now I know Kobna Santete won't to me radio. Won't to me radio. Galam say sika na dibiye. What won't to me so air fight galam say wabodam. Obia or won't to me radio. Bia galam say sika na dibianika. Every single worker of won't to me. It's galam say man in dibianika. Every single worker of won't to me or Ghana. Galam say sika na dibianika. Now you move from Accra to come and sit on Wound to me or wherever it is to do what? To fight Galamsey. Where you are sitting is built by Galamsey money. And to say, what to join news are Canada Japan cast a cocaine media, a cocaine sikadi DBA. So you cannot go and sit on Wound to me to tell Ghanaians to say you are fighting Galamsey. The idea in say they want to use Wound to me radio to look like, hey, Wound to me na fighting Galamsey. Chairman Wound to me na Galamsey. Kobna Santimo come na diomo. They want to lie to Asantefo. Omnim se mini anama Asantefo ni biye Jimmy. Inti yan ko ne ka say oh, you started Galamsey no operation against Galamsey no. You started no Wound to me. For 8 years, man to man started no Wound to me. And then I be started no Wound to me. Kwasi afo. Ye jirem. Now I have 4 minutes. Mr. S, good timing. This is one thing I really want to talk about. ECG. The minister wakasa me say the NPP as a political party is full of foolish people. Me say, Jandam biye beye juma. Now the energy minister, John Jenapo, has spoken and so far arrest is being made. And Minister Naka, or see, you started here prosecuting Kofwa. Mema Kakobia Metna Radio Sunka say the minister is persecuting people. The ministry, Mamon Kasa Ankwasi 7 because you people are telling the minister say, so Achia Kronfwa on prosecute. So when people you start to say you put people before court to jail them, Mema Kakoti, Anakobi, Winibia Metna, wound to me, Asempa, Kwasi Ampenyi Bia Metna, Joy News. The government is stepping on the fundamental right of Ghanaians. And you, Martin Pebu, everything you say, take your time and research before you speak. Sometimes you are quick to speak and it embarrasses you. It is a good advice I'm giving you. I respect you, but I think you are trying too much. Asamoba Atnase, Yedim Franklin Kujo de IGPD Yina Mana Bodam. Do you know Sir Franklin Kujo? Ghana DDEP. Do you know? But this guy is still supporting MPP's nonsense in opposition. Franklin Kujo, aunenia boat to send me. DDEP by no. Nisika be 80% ni nyina share. But today he's sitting there talking about human rights and why we are not supposed to go after people. And these are people we cannot sit in Ghana and entertain. They don't know what they want. Balls they don't even know whether it is 1 or 2. These are people who know shit and they lie to you people, making you people think that they are smart. Mumusa Franklin Kujo said, how much money did he lose during the DDEP? He lost all his investment, Onika Pre. But this same person will sit there and say, the NDC is not doing this. The NDC, shut up and let the NDC work. Now, Energy Minister Wakasa, and it's got to do with that. ECG, the containers na Ayira Ewo Hifa, Ayira Ewo Temaport. 1,347 containers. Now, an Indian national has so far been picked up over the missing containers. The suspect claims they were sold to him last year. Now, and the government initiated serious investigations. Now, yachi India ni, nanya India ni kwa chino, yasachi other Chinese. Now, you know the funny thing, containers no, NPP for no containers na nam dia Chinese in India for no, na cables no woman no, oman nane no. Enti it becomes so difficult to track even the content of the container. It is 1,500 and 1,300. What they were doing over time, and they say at ECG, on their system, they have their 3,000 containers at the port. You will see, say, by the time you come to the port, realistically, they don't have 3,000 containers. They have taken the containers, given it out, and on the system at ECG, it reached 3,000. It is, oh yeah, Onya smart. Now uko almost system so now uko tina obi enu because so we have 3,000 containers stack. But when you go to ECG and you go to check for yourself the real numbers on the ground, you will see say 1,500 or 1,300 have been stolen and no NSC. Now the minister were initiating investigations. They are on the ground and they are searching. Now today in Kwama Chinipa almost 30. What is happening? They say, Yachi India Nibi Wajatum or see the containers, about 40 of them, they were sold to him last year. Now another 22 Chinese, they have been arrested. They are saying yes, it is the ministry of Ekufuor, the MPP Fono. They moved the containers and give to. Let's listen to the minister and the Ogranti interview.
The most important one has to do with the whereabouts of those containers.
Indeed.
The briefing I got this morning, and let me comment the National Security Operatives and the law enforcement agencies. The information I got this morning is that already they've traced about 40 of them to a particular terminal or warehouse in Tung, which belongs to an Indian man of extraction. And they've confiscated all the 40 containers, and they are moving to a secure location. The man indicates that those containers were sold to him last year, and so that's a subject of a matter of investigation, and the law enforcement agencies would ensure that the law takes its course. There are also reports of some other areas that they are picking intelligence. They will trace all of them, retrieve all the containers as soon as possible, and put the perpetrators before the courts of competent jurisdiction. Let me just sound that when we start prosecuting these people, let nobody come to say we are witch hunting. These are properties of the states. Every legitimate and legal means to ensure that we retrieve them and to hold all those behind these acts to account. And so we'll continue to work hard.
So that's the minister. Thank you, Mr. S, for reminding me. It's exactly 10 p.m. in Ghana. My man finished the story way. It wasn't just the Indian and then through the security agencies, normal arrest. They also arrested some Chinese. You can see 8 Chinese Ghanaian arrested over missing ECG containers. We know for a fact to say the NPP, they sold these containers and that they were quick to go to market. Oh, and these are containers. They know what is coming. They know. Yachi Indiani, Yachi Chinese for they are getting close to about 30 or over people who have been arrested, and they are going to lead us to Napo. They are going to lead us to Napo because Napo was the energy minister. How these people got access to the containers? So what these people do, and they say, containers in the what they do is the custom officers be a committee bomu and containers in the. But when it comes to ECG under Napo on the system, it is 3,000. Into a airport one na omo betwe containers no ko what they do is say omo yi wires na ewom ni nyina na wires no eya na rubber wo ho into omo yi rubber na aka kopa no ma nane omo wi anom the container na back. This time they were not fortunate and aban sesai into aban sesai na container na carbon they could not bring it back. All the containers that left the port in 2024, the latter part of 2024 yeba beto aba no omo move sa container ni nyina. Right now, the Chinese, the Indian man, they have all been arrested. Indian in 40 containers in the water. This is a developing story. We know and we trust the process. Jakwa won't find him. Jakwa, the Punisher. He's there. And Jakwa will follow it. Jakwa, another one has come. Arrest for me. Thank you very much, Jakwa. All right, now. And it's exactly 6:03 p.m., 10 p.m. in Ghana. You have 45 minutes to complete this show tonight. And it's got to do with the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Madam Tokonu. And the Asama Abetoho Ninyana say, the Chief Justice of Ghana, about 2 days ago, and it is say, President of the Republic, President John Mahama, I can't say me or say, Nipa be miensa the petition be abreno. Na petition no, a petition be a ono president there, only 2 minutes obedi hu dwuma sisia if you say, Emrano Emman ho kwan. If you say on the president, oni sa to me na e was okasa petition no mahwem na mehwehwe mu wie na mabehu say chief justice odifo ana odibem. Emrano so ebo Ghana ho bra na kire say sa asem ni say bi si a e was president no or this sa petition no Edema Council of State. Now Council of State for and I was omohwehwe mu epensem Now so omo hwem na omo pensem hu say sa petition yi de emu owiram ye hu ni say I say chief justice ne wa kan adwem anas oye nyoma bi a eye niamo ho sem a now na omo de aba president and sana president at committee na committee no so atenase na ya toto chief justice ano internum no ye betumi ede eye sobode ide abo chief justice no ye betumi de amon say ya bow sobo inti committee no eduru wa na chief justice e wo say ye to nsafre no na ye kan say sobo we na manfo bi de abo inti wa no yi a be yi ano sa na process ne tie na am kai say na Ekufuado eye president no the same petition amanfo bi di ebi ebre Ekufuado say only mra no so na yenhwe at least oma Ghanaians the benefit of the doubt na oma eye the Council of State so enhwe krata nim we eye 2025 Ekufuado dismisses petition for chief justice's removal until late December and Ekufuado enya petition say chief justice waye nyome bi a etia na adwuma na oye no na sebio emra ne kire say Nana Dankwa Ekufuado uni tumi a sebio obeka the chief justice wahwe krata na odifo na onifo na emra no ana constitution kire say e wo se woni Council of State for dwene ho nti wo se wo de ma Council of State no mo so hwam na omo hwam no mo se engyina so bi anima ombetumi no ahye nyansa adwene agasa Mr President we de engyina so nim nti ka kire Ghana for say woni adwene ho engyina so ni so nti why den wato atwene Nana Dankwa Ekufuado yade petition ma no sebio wani Council of State for kwandi nkomo e no totwene ye now abaya sesa ena Ghana for mutua taxes Ghana for a omo so yawo omo Ghana omo ya Ghana for a omo ka ehoma ya kikire man say omo actual petition akoma the President of the Republic say Mr President John Mahama Chief Justice Tokonu in the past waye nyoma bi asa nyoma na waye no entwa yie nyoma bi a waye no etia eye constitution no nyoma bi a waye no etia ne office na oye den otia no inti Mr President yenim say uni tumi a obetuma je krata we ahwem apam Chief Justice na emom constitution ma ho kwan say kebi ma min kebi ene se ne obebu eye Ghana mranti e wo say wo ma eye Council of State so enya krata we no musuhwem na Council of State for nya krata no muhwemu a no mu se asema ye kana ewo nyina so a eno na Chief of Council of State for no ene what na se na what committee a sebio omobeye mpensem mu na nkasa ehu se Chief Justice e wo se e bono sobo na se ni se e bono sobo now anka asem we de anka simple inti ka hwema stage 1 president ne petition na stage 2 na wahwem stage 3 no the ama Council of State so almost nhwem stage 4 se Council of State for hwem no mu se ngina so ma stage 5 no ma ba president wo stage 6 no na tena Mr President they say they will say I say ngina so kakra wo stage 7 na president no at committee na sa committee ni judge for te so Ghana for a omunya law so te so ena mpanifo bi a omuso hia te so na stage 8 sa committee no ato omun sa for Chief Justice no sa committee na so ebetumi de asem na omu gina so ayom pensem no e de soma Chief Justice je na we ene asem ya ka to so stage 9 na Chief Justice na ba na stage 10 omaka say udi for ana undi for stage 11 ni apamo no eno anu no e simple Ghana constitution is ala kire na so Chief Justice yanim se wadi bone na osuro se onim se jumadi ade man no sa jumadi ade man no wetietie nipa fa ahodie so anase wabu mmra so Chief Justice no ayese ware eye de anoma anase wetutu anoma e na ode abekire se aboa beni Chief Justice as ware anoma bi na esoso ne daye Chief Justice no me no woka say petition yere koma Nana Dankwa Ekufuado from 2024 to 2025 Nana Dankwa Ekufuado sheda leaky petition no unma de kwenti o leaky petition no o leaky sa petition we because na opese Chief Justice no any idea of the allegations against her when we say yes nipa miensa chro petition but ever sin there obi ehun the petition him it is because emrane kire say until a committee is set by the president and that committee at the end of the day, decides to show the Chief Justice the allegations against her, no, the Chief Justice who allegations have been leveled against her, no, cannot know the allegations. You can't. You can only know the allegation after a prima facie case has been established for the committee to be put together to look into it. And so far, no, the petition cannot be leaked or cannot be shown to the Chief Justice, and then they say you are not supposed to have a pre-knowledge of the allegations, because the moment you get pre-knowledge of the allegations against you, you will prepare yourself for questioning. Into Sebio 1 year baby paper. Sebio so I do so baby paper. So it is clear that what the president is doing, the president of the Republic of Ghana, is going by the laws of this country. You cannot jump gun and tell the president to say, you know something, I want to know the allegations. Samiti yakaso obi akoto muna na minim samento muna no. Samiti asori de ne yaka muna tofo a mini problem na me regam. Samiti asori dem ne yaka se ye pa o mama ko wia bidie a me wia bidie nti emfa me ho. E kire wako wia bidie ne yaka se mo amwo ha mo wia bidie no ye bebom pa na oyem hihyew. The Chief Justice, if she is not guilty of anything, she should not even worry herself. She is supposed to allow the process to work. But the Chief Justice is doing something. What the Chief Justice is doing is say she is rather trying to create a bad name for the government. She is using the NPP to basically make the government look like, say, they are against her. A Chief Justice should understand, say, process is very important when it comes to law. Due process is the first thing when it comes to you understanding what we call law. It is looking like our Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, does not want due process to work. Including the wire. Madam Tokonu and the MPP, no, they want to disrupt the system. They want to disrupt the process. The due process, no, the Chief Justice indirectly wants to use the MPP, former Attorney General, Godfrey Damina Nana say no, on the and these MPP MPs, they want to sabotage due process. And how are they doing it? This is what Madam Tokonu, and from what we are seeing, this is what they are trying to do. One, Madam Tokonu today woke up this morning, say, give me copies of the 3 petitions seeking my removal and at least 7 days to respond to content to petition. Madam Tokonu Kache John Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, say, and the arrogance in her letter, or Kache President say, give me the petition. Madam, when prosecutors stand before you, do they give you every details of their case? It is due process. When a prosecutor or a lawyer stands before you, Madam Tokonu, in your court, when they come to court the same day, do they present all evidence to you? There's a reason why when even lawyers are before you, they don't give you everything, because it will depend what their opponent, what the other party will say. That will call for what they need to bring out. Some lawyers have about 15 evidence in their closet. They decide to use one at a time. The reason is that they are also being careful about the move of their opponent. Now, if you are not guilty, why are you in a rush to see the allegations against you? Because as we speak, Madam Tokonu, so when you're guilty about anything, why are you in a rush? Especially when you know due process, when you know how the law works. The president does not have the power to release allegations. The president needs to consult with the Council of State. The Council of State need to establish a prima facie case. When they get to that point, the president will have to put together a committee. When it gets to the committee level, then the committee will have the right to give you allegations to look at. Now the issue is, why should we give you allegations for you to have a full knowledge of the crimes you've committed? Because you are in the capacity to clean any crime that you have committed. You are the head of Ghana's judiciary. And to say, and all the allegations, you have all the powers to do what? To clean your ass. So why don't you have patience? Why don't you wait? Why don't you let due process work? Why are you rubbing shoulders with the president? Why are you trying to act like you are powerful than the president? Why are you trying to use political dogs like political dogs like these MPP boys to disrupt a process? Because from what I am seeing from the president, John Dramani Mahama is trying to protect you, Madam Tokonu, unless your guilt is basically fighting you. Because if the president did not want to protect you, the president would have connived with the state, with the Council of State, and then take a decision without anybody knowing. The president could have skipped the Council of State and ignore every Ghanaian and say, let the committee come together. But I think the president believes until you are proven guilty, you as we speak, you are not a criminal. Until you are proven guilty, you as we speak, you are still the Chief Justice of Ghana. So what are you scared of? What are you scared of? Because the president of the republic basically wants to protect you. He wants to protect your integrity. He is giving you the room to clean yourself. He is giving you the room for the process to work so that nobody can, at the end of the turn around and malign you. That is why he wants a fair process. And this Ushe case here, John Mahama is trying to protect the Chief Justice, because if the president was against the Chief Justice, if he wanted to take out the Chief Justice, the president would have been like a Kufuor Kwasiampe, he will not listen to anybody. The next day we hear the president has seen the Council of State, he has put together a committee, Chief Justice, you are going to be fired. No, the president said, I am in consultation, meaning the president is still talking to the Council of State. Nothing has been established yet. The document is still being looked at. So why are you in a rush to tell the president to give you the allegations to see? Have you committed a crime? Maybe you have committed a crime. Maybe you have abused the office. Maybe you were too political. Maybe you know that your embarrassment is coming. Maybe you know so what dibonibi. Now this is what the Chief Justice is doing. The Chief Justice is trying to disrupt a due process. Of Supreme Court, there's due process. And the Chief Justice knows due process than anybody in Ghana. Into Busango say, at the internet Chief Justice, the whole premise, now the NPP, they have adopted a strategy, and Affem marking is behind it. Maybe I make a similar show. I couldn't tell they are doing what they are doing. You see what they are doing now? The NPP, they have decided to go to courts. Boy, we using the enemy. Your friend no Edian Echo BB. Now, what he's done is say, MP for Otafo, de biamu fra santimemu. Yes, say adene de wawunim. MP for Otafo, Vincent Asifwa, goes to Supreme Court to stop President Mahama from removing Gertrude Tokonu as CJ. This is moot, even in the first place. Because at this point, what has been established that the Chief Justice is going to be removed. Until you prove to me that there is evidence, something has been established that the Chief Justice, based on that evidence, she's going to be removed. Do you know anything? It is the same way I never be the IGP through and Kwasiafo the court. Because the president has not even taken the decision yet. But in Kwasiafo the court say we are preventing it. And the question here is, what shows to say the Chief Justice is going to be removed? The Chief Justice, the NPP, they have come together. Godfrey Dame Affem marking Ekufuado Baomiamo and Omasoma Jimmy way de bia ye pekwasiafo e wo MPP mu a de bia ye kwasantimemu ye nyakwasi abako. They just want to do what? Sabotage the system. My question to these people then say, if you have gone to court, to the Supreme Court to stop President Mahama from removing, where in this country document Ben Echesa John Mahama is removing the Chief Justice? And then if the president forwards a petition to the Council of State, does it mean the president is removing the Chief Justice? Or you already know the Chief Justice is guilty. Unless the Chief Justice is guilty, and Abakari say he wants to remove it, because you need to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the president's intentions is to remove the Chief Justice. Because if the president's intention is to remove the Chief Justice, the president will not follow due process. Actually, Jimmy. Actually, politics and because as we speak, the action has not been taken. When the president says he's in consultation, for all you know, they have even had just one meeting. For all you know, the president has not even given the petition to the Council of State. For all you know, the Council of State has not even looked at the petition. So why do you go to Supreme Court and say the president is going to remove the Chief Justice? What you are talking about is in the future. And nobody in Ghana can tell me, a court can rule on something that has not happened. How do you rule on something that has not happened? You can only rule on an incident that has happened. And if the thing has not happened, how do you rule in the Supreme Court on that matter? We am kwasiafo. Removing, meaning the intentions, you cannot at the end of the day justify the intentions. Even in court, you need to be able to justify intentions. For the president alone to say he has forwarded a petition or in consultation with the Council of State, it does not definitely say the president wants to remove. It does not mean say Obama shobana say. It could be say ubutu obano so baonene nae. And for you to just see say Bema butu obaso to run to Ahimfia to see say we rape me we Jimmy because Bema no da obano so no until we establish say Bema no eden Bema shobana say and no you cannot prove say on your banada. How do you prove President Mahama wants to remove the Chief Justice? Because whatever you are talking about here is in the future. And how is the court going to be able to rule on a future matter? And you see, this is what the Chief Justice is doing. Because out of frustration, you make a lot of fundamental mistakes you are not supposed to make. Because to me, so Busamia, the President of the Republic is protecting the Chief Justice. What if the Council of State advised the President not to take any action and that they don't see anything in the petition? What will you say? Let's say, Ochna, the Council of State to write a letter to the President and say, Mr. President, you have forwarded a petition to us, or 3 petitions. We have looked through the petition. We don't see anything against the Chief Justice. So, Mr. President, take your word back. What are you going to say? Now, you are giving us the room to believe, say, the Chief Justice is guilty. You see, these are things that and you see, maybe I make a semi-natural. Just relax, Chief Justice, and let the system flow. Let the due process now respect. Let due process flow. Me call law school that. My in-laws are all lawyers. They have their law firms. My father-in-law has his own law firm. My mother-in-law has her own law firm. Me 2013 I'm sure LSAT. Law school at entrance exams, and I'm sure New York. Me metena New York 7 years. Nani pa bebre di ngure no mumba America. Me metena New York 7 years. I know every street in New York City, every corner of New York City. Yeah, me, we did these things. I could have entered my father-in-law's law firm and do law. I don't need it, but at least apply common sense. At least apply common sense and see, say, what we are looking at here. No, the president in China, Council of State, Ekachere say they are not interested. They have looked at the whole thing and that they don't see anything there. What are you going to say? You get what I mean? This is the same Chief Justice who ruled that their birth certificate is not a proof. Say Ghana. Wasn't it the same Chief Justice? She followed due process and she ruled nicely. This is the same Chief Justice, and she will find it difficult to even explain to you. Chief Justice way committee the friends say explain to us, are you a Ghanaian? She cannot even give a straightforward explanation. This is the same Chief Justice. Is it the same person we are talking about? Is it the same Chief Justice we are talking about? A Chief Justice who cannot even define whether she is a Ghanaian or not. She is the one who ruled on that matter. Before a committee, she could not even define, are you a Ghanaian? It took her like 20 minutes to define or to explain why she's a Ghanaian or not. This is the Chief Justice we are defending here. If even they put the petition aside and call this Chief Justice in front of a committee and say, Madam Chief Justice, tell us what makes you a Ghanaian. What is she going to say? What is the Chief Justice going to say? Now, Shadier, now it's so funny, say, suddenly, shockingly, Supreme Court to hear injunction application against process to remove Chief Justice on the 2nd of April. MPP 4 the case in the court, Chief Justice, oh, Tuesday, or Monday, the same Chief Justice, we in the team. The same Chief Justice, Assembly Father who know, we to me in the team. Sir, Monday, I'm on National Mundi Mame. On the captain of the team. On the captain of the Supreme Court. Yadi Assembly Court also Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday at Nancy. The Chief Justice is jittery. The Chief Justice is worried. The Chief Justice doesn't know what to do. The Chief Justice is making fundamental mistakes a young lawyer will not even make. What the Chief Justice is doing is that the Chief Justice is confused. The Chief Justice is acting guilty. The Chief Justice is all over the place. She doesn't know what to do. The Chief Justice is making politicians move her around like a puppet. The Chief Justice is acting guilty. Why is the Chief Justice so eager? Why is the Chief Justice now putting up a team, a panel to decide on her case? Why is the Chief Justice not patient enough? She is a Christian like myself. Ya can years with him over 2,000 years. Onya botreka krase committee ebetenase ebusa the question. And now onye Christo ni papa. Well, suddenly the Chief Justice is impatient. Suddenly the Supreme Court today is a fast-track court. This is where corruption starts. This is how corruption starts. We bend the law to favor us. Jachi question, how long has he been in the court? We have been sitting here, cases upon cases, COVID-19 cases. We are talking about anti-LGBTQ case. How long did he stay in court? Suddenly, it is our Chief Justice. In less than 3 days, we are going to court. The Chief Justice is trying to distract due process. That alone, anytime I catch him say, this Chief Justice, every single move she's making, it shows to say she is guilty of something. Because the president, to me, is trying everything possible to protect Madam Tokonu. But Madam Tokonu's evil deeds are killing her.
I was listening to our Lady Chair on ensuring that you have the competencies to be in the place that you are put. And I was reminding myself of recent conversations when people would say to me, you have held up. You have done well in this onslaught. And I realized that what has held me up is the assurance of competence. Simply, no decision that I have made in my role as Chief Justice or in my capacity as President of a panel of the Supreme Court has come from anything but a knowledge of law. No matter how many noises are made, the law is the law. And the only answer one can give to all the hand-waving is the legal answer, unless we want something else. But I am quite sure that Ghana as a society is not looking for Chief Justices that bend and give them something other than law. And therefore, here I am. Everyone gets the law.
The law is the law. Has the President of the Republic broken the law? No, madam. Has John Mahama broken the law? No, madam. Is John Mahama following the law? Yes, madam. So why can't you wait for the law to work? Why do you want to bend the law in your own court? Because what you are doing shows that you want to bend the law. Because the president is following due process. Why can't you wait for the president to go through the due process? Why do you want to jump the gun? Why are you now selecting judges to speak in your favor in your court? Why can't you just wait? Because an allegation is an allegation until proven guilty. Or you think you are guilty, that is why you are forcing for the allegation to know the allegation. Unless you are guilty. Because if you know you are a legitimate Chief Justice who has not gone against the law, has not used the law against people on people's fundamental rights, you have not bent the law, you have not been politicized. Why are you so eager to know the allegations? Wait. You want a green paper or a white paper? Wait, madam. The president loves you. This is one of the most democratic presidents we've ever had. John Dramani Mahama is giving you all the room. He is protecting you. Eh? John Mahama and Kotanwa and do you know that? Because sir petition we buy no and John Mahama betuma I ignore a Council of State, because you know something, the Council of State is an advisory board or an advisory body. The president can do shenanigans and ignore them and then go set up a committee and say sack her. But the president says no. As we speak, the Council of State can say, Mr. President, what we are seeing, we don't think there is enough evidence to prosecute this woman. So why are you jumping? Because you know you are guilty. You don't want to use the law. Today you think you are powerful than the law. Today you think you can submerge. You think you can bend the law. But see, the Bible you preach, you need to, at the end of the day, practice what you preach. So, Madam Chief Justice, whether it's a green paper or white paper, maintain your level. Maintain, sit, cheer up. God is in control. He will decide the ultimate goal. We cannot decide for God. Let the law that is our God in Ghana, the law that took you to the Supreme Court, the law that gave you the power to sit in the Supreme Court as the biggest judge, let the law work. And now you are trying to be a 1990 Christian. You are picking which one you think will favor you. Going to court and selecting your own team to come in your favor will not change the law. Let the rule of law work. This is the first time I've seen a Chief Justice who's jittery about allegations. This is the first time I've seen a Chief Justice who says, I am a Christian, I am legitimate, I am honest, I am a leader, I am applying the law, and still scared of just a mere allegation. This is a mere allegation. Only a thief is scared of an allegation because in their head, they know their actions, they know that they have committed a crime. Our Chief Justice in Ghana, the whole world, Madam Tokonu, is just scared of allegations. You are scared of just allegations? Now, Mamin inside the wagon, why they are doing what they are doing. The reason why right now, the Chief Justice is saying that, oh, Tuesday, yeah, case, so on one case, let me show you. The Chief Justice is panicking because Nebonia, Ebia Wedino, is hunting her. Oh, my mere two for Chief Justice. Yes, you're my mere two for the dada. Do you want a white paper or a green paper? Now, the reason why the NPP, Godfrey Dame, one of the most corrupt politicians in Ghana, Godfrey Dame, or a criminal, he's a thief. You know, there's a perjury case against Godfrey Dame. Now, Affem Yomakin, Bawumia, and the NPP leadership, the Chief Justice Assembly Court. Now, Chief Justice, on one case, the judges, now one asem no winning. The reason why the NPP are behind this suit, and then they say, Godfrey Dame, our perjury case against him, right? Your case, Godfrey Dame, as we speak, he has purged himself. Now, say Chief Justice, sir allegations way, I am not saying sir allegations will hold. Sir allegation will hold here. The probability of Godfrey Dame being dragged to court to answer the perjury, it is 99%. Because the only person protecting Godfrey Dame from the Jakwa case caused the perjury, the only thing protecting Godfrey Dame is Madam Tokonu. And nothing a boy in the court no Godfrey Dame na any lawyer because Madam Tokonu no wakachre almost say so mani yina china hona se yina nyina be ko jail. Into the first person to suffer a casualty or the first casualty in this matter is Godfrey Dame. The moment there's a Chief Justice, a change in Chief Justice, somebody can go to court and seek for interpretation. Oh, Godfrey Dame actions against Jakpa case. You see, they know, the moment there's a new Chief Justice, that Chief Justice will not be political. He will allow the system to flow. Into the person who is likely to go to jail, Godfrey Dame. That is why you see Godfrey Dame being the lawyer for Tafu MP, to take the matter to court. Because their biggest fear is that when the Chief Justice is removed, their shield will go away. Their only protection left now as criminals in Ghana is the Chief Justice. The only protection Akama NPP for, and I am not sitting here to say the Chief Justice is guilty or not. No, I don't know what the committee, the Council of State will come up with. The allegations, I don't know. I don't know what is in the allegations. But the only shield for MPP Akronfowe is the Chief Justice. Some of the judges who will be sitting on cases from now who are going to be biased, it is the Chief Justice who will put them on it. And it's the Chief Justice way by power, or catch Ghana for say, now she is the only person who appoints judges on cases because she decides which judge takes which case. First, it's a pool. And in the case, automatically the system will pick this judge. Right now, Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu points to judges. For case way. The moment Madam Tokonu is out, that democracy now your judiciary enjoy, whereby every judge can get a case to sit on without knowing where it's coming from. No? That thing will come again, and that these people, their shield will be taken away. Into the MPP for Affem Yomakin, he will go to jail. There are so many people in the MPP who know, when Chief Justice Madam Tokonu or free or pay almost show the court, she is the only body shield they have now. Now, Godfrey Dame, what will happen? And they say, oh, young man now, Affem Yomakin, my mention in some basis. Oh, young man now, Affem Yomakin, Ekofan Yere, Affem Yomakin ma Deborah, ne subordinate baako echo ne ba school echo after your marking girlfriend in JJ and then the court share man and bananum no. You say the man went to the General Legal Council. Now this is what is going to happen. Do you know on the General Legal Council, the Chief Justice only the biggest power on the General Legal Council. Now, if the Chief Justice is changed, maybe the new Chief Justice will come and say, Sir Adena Affem marking here, he deserves to be disbarred because he or she Nipa will be taking over from this woman. If the allegations are proven, that person is going to be open. So Affem marking Adena or me, I will lead that gentleman to take the matter back to the General Legal Council, and Affem marking needs to face the law. So Affem marking will be disbarred and he will stand trial. Because the General Legal Council that Enya Madam Tokonua or Affem marking down for no, that General Legal Council will be fair. How can a whole lawyer send a subordinate to go to young kids, already 3 years school, to go with sacks to go and kidnap them? And this fool is standing in parliament, say, or a minority leader. There are so many things these people are trying to protect. And it's not court, no. Because as far as Madam Tokonu is the Chief Justice, Affem marking will still work as a legitimate lawyer, whilst we all know he's a criminal because he went against the ethics of the law or the ethics of his job. You see, there are so many things. And the Chief Justice is scared. Right now, the Chief Justice, who is speaking for her? Only MPP. Right now, the Chief Justice, why is she so eager to see the allegation? Because she's guilty. In her head, she's jittery. Why is the Chief Justice not allowing the law to work? I am asking a simple question. The Chief Justice is so jittery. Today, the Chief Justice wants to set up her own court, appoint her own judges, and say, set me free. It does not work in any democratic dispensation. What you are doing, Madam Tokonu, your actions, the way you are pushing this case quickly, it shows you are guilty. I know in my heart, Senator John Mahama, he is doing everything, and today he's still doing everything to protect you. Because you see, John Mahama has always been somebody who has never wanted to use his power to intimidate anybody. But John Mahama tan Chief Justice anka sa petition we buy no anka best snobe a Council of State na anka go straight to committee. But John Mahama said no, the Chief Justice needs fair hearing. Or Ghana, she's occupying an office. We cannot break due process and say Chief Justice, no. But the Council of State, as we speak today, can come to the President and say, Mr. President, what you gave us is not strong enough for us to give you the green light to go to set up a committee. You are good. So why are you fighting? Why is the MPP in court? Why is the Chief Justice quickly saying, I want to meet you in court and judge my own case? The Chief Justice, to me, as I speak to you, Madam Tokonu is guilty of a crime. The President is protecting her and she's saying no. Madam Tokonu does not need the protection of John Mahama. John Mahama is doing everything possible to protect the Chief Justice by making sure due process works. But the Chief Justice knows the crime that she has committed is a lot. How can a whole Chief Justice, the whole Ghana, our Chief Justice, she is scared of mere allegation? Really? Madam, just an allegation, you are scared. Nothing has been established against you. Nothing has been established against you. As we speak, Rampono, we don't even know whether the Council of State, they have met or not. We don't even know. Nothing has been established against you. Why are you telling MPP to come to court? Why are you behind the MPP saying they should come to court so that you can put your own judges together? What are you scared of, madam? This is mere allegation. Nothing has been established. The president is a fair man. The president is a democratic leader. The president is protecting you. You don't need it. If you don't need the protection, then tell us, do you want green paper or white paper? If you don't need the president's protection, if you don't need John Mahama's protection, then Madam Tokonu, tell us Ghanaians, what paper do you need? Green paper or white paper? Because it looks like you are deciding what you want. You want to decide your fate. We want to help you. You don't want to be helped. And that is what I am seeing about our Chief Justice. Our Chief Justice has decided to slaughter herself. Our Chief Justice has decided to murder herself. Our Chief Justice does not want to, at the end of the day, be our Chief Justice. She is pushing herself away from her own position. John Dramani Mahama has been fair. He's a legitimate, honest leader, a leader who respects due process, a leader who respects offices and democracy, a leader who wants to protect our Chief Justice to make sure she gets a fair hearing. Our Chief Justice, on the other hand, is scared of mere allegation. Does it mean the Chief Justice is scared because she has been involved in things that she was not supposed to be involved in? Does it mean that the Chief Justice is scared of the allegations because she has committed a lot of crimes that is eating her up? The Chief Justice is scared of something, and we will get to the bottom of that. The Chief Justice of Ghana, Madam Tokonu, you are scared. You are scared. You are scared of something. You cannot sleep. Your heart is beating. You are worried. The president is helping you. The president is making sure due process works. You are scared. Your heart is pounding. Your BP is up. 2 o'clock, you are up. You are picking phone calls. You are texting. You are receiving messages. You don't know what to do. You are deleting emails. You are so confused. You sit back. You take a sip of water. You want to recollect. Have I done something? This one, was it right? Does someone know? Did I talk to this person? Am I sure I can trust him? I can trust this guy. You are hallucinating. You don't know what to do. You eat and you cannot swallow. Chief Justice, you are in the middle of the ocean. Do you want to drown or you want the president to help you? Chief Justice, why are you scared of just allegation? Our Chief Justice is just scared. Your heart is beating. You are scared. You are worried. Have you committed a crime? The Lord was watching you. All these years, you said you were a Christian. You had faith. You believed in God. You worked with diligence. Why are you scared, madam? Why are you scared? Why are you scared? Why are you running around like a headless chicken? Why are you calling people? Why are you telling the MPP to go to court? The process needs to work. Allow the process, madam. You say you believe in the law. You are scared. You are very scared. Have you committed a crime? Sit in your room, turn off the light, and speak to your God. Leave everything behind. The president is your Jesus to help you. Allow Jesus Christ, John Muhammad, to hold your hand and take you to the land where you enjoy, where you have peace of mind. Why are you scared, madam? Your heart is pounding. Dim, dim, dim. Your BP has crossed 200. Beep, beep, beep. When you drink water, it does not go down. Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, whatever you did is haunting you tonight. You are living in a horror movie. Do you want a white paper or a green paper? I am a messenger, the messenger without a Bible or a Quran, the messenger who is ready and willing to speak truth to you, Madam Tokonu. Let due process work. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. We will meet tomorrow and discuss Ghana. Cheers. Good night. Abuatre. Gigim.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. Abuatre. You will for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round? Why you're here? Why round? Why you're here? Why round? Why you're here? Super. Why round? It was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round? Why you're here? Why round? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium. I want me to Belgium. Where you man don't crumble. Why down? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium. I want me to Belgium. Where you man don't crumble.